Welcome back, everybody, to another session of Kureon. I am, of course, your dungeon master, and I'm joined by my wonderful party who need to eat, because apparently there's something they don't do. So remind them all, please, on a daily basis.
I eat just fine.
Oh, Jamie. Chicken nuggets doesn't count as food.
Wait, are you saying that you don't worry about me not eating, or you'd rather me not eat?
No, I'm saying I don't worry about you eating. Okay. But anyway, before we get on with today's session, we have a few announcements from a couple of us. Shall we go with you first, Lady?
Sure. I am, as you probably know at this point, hosting an underground haunted D&D game every single month in Edinburgh's Haunted Vaults, Blair Street Vaults, with Meerkat Tours. The next one is being held on the 20th of July, so a week and a half. And there's still a couple of spots, not many, but if you wanted to join us, there's a tour included of the vaults and snacks and supplies and D&D game with other nerds. So have a look at the link posted in chat and see if you might want to even rent these vaults for your own party. That is also an option.
All right, and the link to look at that will be in chat, right? All right. Susie, you have something about Kureon next week?
Yeah, so next week streams are not going to be a thing because my Canadian is here visiting for the week. So that means there'll be no Kureon and no bike club next week, unfortunately.
All right. But in the meantime, there will be a couple of streams next week from myself, including one this Friday, where I am going to be building a world using World Anvil, which is a tool that we met the team for in London a few weeks ago. And
absolutely lovely people.
Yeah, Demetrius and Janet are both really cool. So if you want to come check that out, it will be twitch.tv/IamHadama. It's my name everywhere. Please call me Stu, though. It's weird when people call me Hadama. So if you want to check that out, that will be this Friday. The first one will be this Friday at 10 p.m. BST. And that will run for around 3 to 4 hours, depending on how we go. And we're going to make a world together. I'm going to show you guys how I make a world and get some input from people in the chat as well as to any ideas that they might have for things, because making things together usually ends up with a better result than making it by yourself, because, you know, monkeys, typewriters, that sort of thing. I'm definitely a monkey with typewriter. But I am this party's monkey with typewriter for this evening, so shall we get on with the show?
Fly, monkey, fly.
Exactly. Fly me to the moon. Now, look, I'm just riffing on whatever you guys say at this point. Don't try and make sense of it. But do try and make sense of what happened last week. As you wound down from the festival of the Sky Half Festival, you had some errands to run in town, some things you wanted to sort out, things to sell, things to buy, family heirlooms to pass on to a rightful owner. As well, you wanted to have some magic items commissioned, some flaming arrows, some potions, which you were unfortunately unable to get. And then you made your way to try and find a map, which you were still in the process of doing at the end of the session, as the cartographer was a less than amicable person, it seems, towards the party, and wanted a very large amount of gold for his services. And while that was happening, Namari and Tristan had found their way to the Passage of Time, a watchmaker and clockwork master that you had been told to go see by the elven blacksmith you had met in Silgar. While there, you had found that Vittori Inamorati, Tristan's father, had seemingly left a gift for Tristan to find at some time in the past, containing a music box and a pocket watch, which are now in the possession of Tristan, where he remembered an old lullaby his mother used to sing to him long, long ago. And that is where we ended last session. As the final notes of the lullaby finished playing on the music box, you stand there, Tristan. Faint sounds of ticking of clockwork and the grinding of gears around you, in the otherwise silent shop. The Mari stands close by, and over the other side of the counter you see the old gnome, which was Vaudry Bluebreaker, the gnomish clockwork manufacturer.
Thank you for holding on to this all these years.
No, it's not a problem. So what are you going to do with it?
Keep it and probably figure out what time it actually tells.
A good idea. I wasn't quite sure of it either, and I made it.
Well, I'll give it my best shot at finding out. That's for damn sure.
You were not given any instructions in terms of. I mean, there must be a reason.
I was
like
given,
a capable hand.
I was given the materials, and that was it. It started ticking all of its own accord.
And you say the enchantment was his doing?
Yes. Something about never running out. Which seems to be the case. I haven't wound it.
More questions than answers, but still some answers at least.
It always did surprise me, your father coming here. It was a long way from home for him, from what he told me.
Oh, and where was home for him?
I believe, I can't remember which one. It was either Menakerefia or Jewel Inn. I cannot remember which one it is.
Menakerethina or
Menakerefica, yes.
Okay.
Jewel Inn. The capitals of there would be Denrith and Jewel Inn City, I believe. I don't know much about elves myself, so, or at least their sanctums.
Names don't ring a bell, right? First.
No. Well, I suppose I can always at some point try and find my way there. See if anyone...
I do hope you find some answers, you know. It can be quite tricky not knowing one's parents.
Yeah, it can.
Yes.
Didn't stop me growing up, though, to a degree. I'm not entirely a grown-up, but...
Yeah, Namari is going to frown at that.
Could I interest you in anything else while you're here? I have a various collection of clockwork items.
Well, now that you mention it, what is it you actually have, other than the watch full of questions and a tea dispensing person?
Oh, Epoch isn't a person. Not quite there on the personhood yet. Very little intelligence to Epoch, unfortunately. Isn't that right, Epoch? And Epoch goes, yes, I do not have sentience. That's a big word. Yes, I have all manner of clockwork things. We have grandfather clocks, pocket watches, which you might still need one of. Small clockwork animatronics. We've got a small elephant up there, a crocodile, a dog, and some birds.
Yeah, pretty, but we usually travel light. Well, we try to.
Yeah. Yes, well, they're little more than toys, those ones, in fact. I may have one thing, though.
No?
Yes, I'm not supposed to be able to actually sell it. But I'm sure for an old friend of a friend, I could maybe make an exception. I call it a Golden March beetle. Let me go get it for you. He goes into the back room and you hear this ruffling through things and there's sounds of things dropping and falling and there's some gnomish cursing and swear words there. And as he comes back out, he has a small box and on top of the box he has what looks to be a giant padlock, which is currently locked. And he lays the padlock down and goes, it does this, watch. He opens the box. Go get them. You see this great beetle like a stag beetle, but missing the horns, climbs out the top of this box and climbs over to this lock and sort of latches onto it. And you see as its head moves down towards the lock where the horns should be, things begin to spire out of them, and you hear it within the lock before it, and the ping, the lock cracks open, and then you see the bug collapses. It can only do it once a week, but it don't come into lock.
I can see why you might not be allowed to sell that one.
Yes. Last time I saw one, it may have opened up a vault, may have got a little bit of gold stolen, may still be paying off that debt.
It is very cute.
It is. And how much would something like that go towards paying off some of this debt?
It depends on how much of your debt my debt you'd be willing to pay off.
Well, probably not all of it. Maybe the worth of the item.
Well, I'm pretty sure you couldn't afford to pay off my entire debt. But the price of the item, I would say probably somewhere in the region of 1,500 to 2,000 gold. Maybe, let's say 1.5 for you because you're, son of an old friend.
Mm-hmm. It's doable.
Do you think Tilly's going to be insulted? Do you think it's worth Tilly being insulted? I should probably rephrase that question.
Making a valid point there.
Who's Tilly?
A friend.
A friend.
Ah. Not a bird, then?
No.
Birds unlock boxes very annoyingly.
Do they?
Yes. I keep having magpie steel bits because they're shiny.
Any particular bits?
Anything shiny, which in a shop to do with clockwork is quite a lot of things.
Yeah, they can be a pain.
Yes. Never met one I've enjoyed. They steal my livelihood.
I apologize. I mean...
You're not a magpie.
No, I don't. I'm not. Never mind. Are you wanting to buy it, the beetle?
Oh, speaking of magpies, one of the birds up there is one. I made it walk terribly.
Just
so I can laugh at it when it winds up. You feel better.
I wouldn't want to get you in trouble with with this particular transaction. So maybe for now we leave this one.
All right, fine. That's fine. I'll go put it back.
I won't tell anyone about it, don't worry.
I don't expect you would. That's fine. Only 500,000 more gold coins to pay off. My debt's over anyway.
Must have been a hefty vault, that one.
The Crown Vault. It was the Crown Vault in the city.
Well, good luck with that.
I've paid off 3/4 of it already.
Ooh. Whoever ran away with it must be living it large somewhere else.
No, they're not. They're definitely not.
Maybe the less said on that one, the better.
Yes. Maybe the less... Yes.
Maybe better not to buy the beetle.
Yeah,
No,
maybe not.
Maybe not, actually. Maybe not.
Well...
maybe we should see how the others are doing. We left them alone for far too long. And I remembered it's those three.
Any three of this group would be those three.
Yeah. That's very true. Do you reckon they've got the map yet?
I don't know.
I have faith.
No, yeah, sure. It's not like they're going to start a fight about it.
No.
Did you send someone to find these two?
I had left to find them at the end of before the last session. Last thing I did was leave the inn to go and get them.
Okay.
I feel like we just Hadn't we just like changed our tune with him or something?
Yeah, he was being super dickish, and then he was like, yeah, sold it to the king and the whatever her name is, the countess, and I was like, oh shit, that's actually good, that's actually value. So I immediately switched tactics and was like, you have to learn how to brand yourself, son. You need to lead with the king thing. And then was like, I'm gonna go get someone who can help because I need Tristan.
That's right. We were waiting
Okay.
for Tristan.
So by this point, Ronan, your keen tracking skills had found you outside the passage of time. And you can see through the window Tristan and Namaya are in there talking to this very short, very wizened-looking gnome.
Yeah, I'll just wait at the door until they're done. That's their business.
Okay.
Well, I don't think we have anything else to say other than, for me personally, thank you. Genuinely, just thank you so much for this.
No, it's not a problem. If you end up finding your father, or do give him my regards, and if you happen to find less of your father, do let me know so I can go pay my respects. But I hope it's the first one. I shouldn't have said that.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, it's been this long. I've thought the same thing multiple times anyway.
Yeah.
You know, I've gotten
I
this
hope
far
it's in-
without them. So
If you find him and he's less, I hope he's in one piece. So you don't have to pay respect to multiple.
it's
different-
fine. It's fine. We'll leave it at that. I get
Right.
up and I offer my hand.
Yes, and he takes your hand, this tiny little gnomish hand. It's good. It's very good to meet you.
You too.
Have a nice day. You too. Hey, what's that disgusting-looking man doing outside my window?
Oh, a beggar. We'll shoo him away. Don't you worry.
There. They come here. They're like magpies, human magpies. That's what they are.
Nothing like magpies. Just
Coming in here looking for shiny things and handouts.
Yeah, yeah. We'll take care of it.
Beggars
Thank
are
you.
usually quite nice, though. It's usually those ruffians.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you. Thank you very much for your help. And I walk away.
I follow her out.
Okay. As you walk outside, Ronan is there.
Hello.
Hey, I didn't want to interrupt you guys.
Nah, it's probably for the better. He probably would have chased you out of his shop. Or room.
Yeah, probably shouting something about magpies.
He really doesn't like magpies.
Magpies?
Yeah, it's okay. We'll fill you in later. So, how did it go? Did you find him?
Well, so here's the thing.
I always like a conversation.
Yeah, I fucking should have taken a bit.
So we found him, and he asked for like 2,000 gold or something for the map, and I was like, absolutely, unequivocally no. Then I found out that the king and it's the countess, isn't it, Stu?
Yes, Countess.
The countess had bought it for that price, and he had actually sold to them, and I very quickly changed tune, and I've tried to like give him a bamboozle, like I'm trying to help him, but very desperately in need of one of you to sort this all out, because I did leave him with Gun and Tilly, and I left Tilly
Why?
to try and well, look, I trust Tilly
No!
to stop Gun, and I trust Gun not to punch his head off.
Why?
The chances of this man being incapacitated by the time we get there, via physical means or alcohol, are high.
Nah,
He
listen.
can't be hunted down.
No, you have to have more faith in those two.
We had self-restraint.
Yeah, like it's good. I started off on a really bad foot, and I put us in a really bad place. So I'm trying to like dig us out of that hole. But yous are better at that than I am. So, I came here to try and get you guys. If you have nothing else you're doing, can you please recover this situation?
Oh, go on then. We kind of need the map.
Yeah.
Can I? Would anyone know if the 2,000 are a fair price for a map, or if he's trying to?
Just make a general intelligence check for me.
Natural 20. It's a good start.
Yeah, that is a fair price for a map. Maps are incredibly hard to find, especially for a continent the size of Calrim. It's really hard to get an accurate map.
It was a full map, like a Calrim.
Yeah, we obviously we asked to see it before buying it. That was on Gun. I completely forgot to even ask that. So, and we tried to haggle with him because there were some places on there that were not on there that we knew about, like the new Kauraz by Silumgar, but you know, it's not all of the off-road. I think he think he said something really disrespectful about Dwarven holds, and that's why I was worried about Gun. But
So you left him alone with her.
no, Tilly's there.
Not helping.
So yeah, it's a phenomenal map. Like,
Well, they're expensive. We always knew that, right?
yeah, it's just I spent a lot of gold. Like,
How much do we have, Tristan?
Roughly 7k.
yeah, I still have a little bit to give back to, by the way, Tristan. But I did spend quite a lot of it on arrows. Someone said something about arrows that put people on fire, so I bought them.
I mean, you do right.
Still need to pick those up tomorrow.
Yeah. So yeah, I have like a small amount still on my person. So.
I mean, if it's just a little bit, you know, do you want to keep it on you just so you know you've got?
Yeah, I'll keep it on. But yeah, the map is fantastic. 2,000 gold seems fair now that I know that it is a bit more fair. So, yeah.
Let's see if we can still get it. See if he's still alive and or sober.
Yeah. Oh, this should be entertaining to say the least. Let's go.
Oh, you're gonna hate him, Tristan. He's so good. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. So I'll lead them to where he is. Like, I assume we'll be walking because, you know, shooing away me, the beggar, from outside the window anyway. So
Yeah.
I'll be explaining as we're going along.
Yeah. All right. So as you begin to walk back to the Gilded Gold, within the Gilded Gold, Tilly and Gunn are sat with Benjamin McTalon. And what are you two up to?
Just before we go in, would the natives to this city have recognized the Viridian Guard?
You would recognize a Viridian Guard. They generally follow around the Countess.
Cool. I was just wondering if we'd actually recognize
all members of the Valgarian family. I'm not sure whether you would have seen the Countess or not. Up until recently, she's been quite reclusive.
Might not have seen her, but would recognize the presence.
Right, you would. It was sort of this thing where, you know, when the little kid goes to a parade and they don't actually see the parade, they see the people surrounding the parade, sort of thing. You know, you'd see the guard, but you wouldn't have probably ever see the Countess, being lowborn as you are.
Yeah, as we pass by, I'll like pass off the secondhand knowledge that I heard from Gunn and try to pretend like it's my knowledge. Like try and pretend like I know anything about this town at all.
Steal my kills and steal my goddamn intel. This will not stand.
Basically, because he is the best recon dude of the recon team.
So, yeah, while you guys are making your way over there, what is happening in the Gilded Gold?
I'd imagine we've probably been sat at this table in awkward silence, right?
Yeah, or having a very pleasant conversation. But probably more the awkward silence.
Yeah.
Okay. You see, Benjamin has gone back to drawing another map then, as you sit there, and he makes no eye contact with you. Barely even recognizes you exist. Whenever he reaches out to get a drink, he doesn't even look your way.
Well,
That's probably for the best.
yeah, I'm sort of lounging. I've put my feet up on the table and just like offhandedly chatting with Tilly, like, what is this?
Not long after you put your feet up on the table, a barmaid comes over and is like, miss, excuse me, could you take your feet down from the table?
I do.
Thank you very much. And may I get you a refill?
Yes, please.
And she pours another glass of ale for you and makes her way off rather sheepishly again. But not long after, the door to the Gilded Gold opens once more, and you see Tristan, Namari, and Ronan back again. And obviously, as before, Benjamin is in a very shrouded table near the back of the tavern, ensconced by candlelight. With a very bored-looking Tilly and Gun.
Yeah, I'd wave over to them.
Let's move over.
I just say to him, notice how his face is intact.
We never had any doubt in you.
None
no.
whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Why would you start the conversation with that?
You're muted, Stevie.
I just have an obvious betrayed look on my face because I had all the faith.
Karma.
I just looking over the brim of my tankard when I'm drinking. Go,
I just pat this guy on the shoulder to remind him that we're here.
Oh, what are you doing here?
We never left.
Oh, didn't you? Right. Terrible conversation, you two. Good day to you two. My name's Benjamin McTalon II, cartographer and intrepid explorer. Good to meet you both.
Nice to meet you too. I'm Tristan Alakino Nemarati.
Ah, what a wonderful name. Is that Elvish?
It is, yes.
Ah, yes. I've been to the elven homelands and seen their strange and exotic rituals from the depths. Very traditional of the elves.
Mm.
Yes,
It's beautiful
lots
as well, isn't it? Yeah.
steeped in tradition and mysticism. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. Very
Well,
cool.
mysticism to those outside of it.
No, that's just mysterious in general. Yes.
Well, would anyone like a drink by any chance? And I look to Gun like, that one's on me.
yes, actually, I feel like my tankard's getting pretty empty.
Because if I don't walk away, I will punch him in the face.
Oh, I've been here for about a fucking hour. Come on, let's go.
So I'm with Gun on that one. I have now changed my mind. So I'm getting a round of drinks for everyone.
So, Mr. Inamarati, I've been told that you're here to talk to me about the procurement of this most wondrous of maps.
I am. And we're quite the adventurous sort ourselves.
Oh, that is absolutely wonderful. Perhaps one day I will hire you as some muscle for one of my expeditions. I do need able-bodied people who are willing to lay down their lives in protection of one of Calrim's greatest explorers.
I have my back to the two of them, so only Ronan can see like my face, and I'm like doing big gestures and mocking like them speaking,
I'm extremely
like mouthing
flattered.
along to it.
I'm extremely flattered that you'd expect that I would be the muscle.
Oh, well,
I'm not. I'm in a similar position as you.
Oh, really? Are these your hired muscle?
Well, I'm the bard, you see, and I travel the world and
I
I
see.
collect
Are
stories.
you part of the Aeonian Scriptorum?
I'm not. I'm independent.
Oh, really? Wow, that's a rarity these days in Calrim. You know, the Aeonians, they have a sort of monopoly on the bards. They do a very good job, though. Not so much in this city. They're a bit too uptight. But as you go further into Calrim, they're a bit looser and a bit more story-like, and a little less
Yes.
librarian, you know?
I totally understand. I write more plays, and I've been writing since I was little. I used to write
playwright. Oh, I see.
sometimes.
Do you write in iambic pentameter? I always say that is the only way to write a play, as the greats once did. Elven greats, of course, tradition, once again.
I'm sorry, but my hand cannot write any other way.
Oh, kindred spirit here in this beleaguered town. Oh, it's wonderful to see. But, of course, I am an astute businessman as well as a grand explorer and connoisseur of all things fine upon this or any other continent of this world.
And I am short for time, and time for a writer and those experiencing the world is very valuable.
Oh, is it not? Yes, yes. I should write a book myself one day. I would call it Sir Benjamin McTalon's Wondrous Adventures of All Things Exotic and Mysterious, back from lands unknown. Yes. What a wonderful tale.
To make it more mysterious, you should write the title in Elvish, perhaps.
Oh, yes, yes. Use their native tongue so it appears to them as more amicable. Yes.
Mm-hmm. And those who cannot read it would just assume it to be...
Oh, yes. It's this fanciful other tongue. Yes, yes.
Precisely. Anyway, back to the matter at hand.
Yes, of course, yes.
So I hear, through the grapevine, you are the best map maker on the entire continent and probably beyond.
Good. You corrected yourself at the end there. I am the greatest map maker in all Kureon, across all its continents.
May I see some of your work?
Of course. And he unfurls the map very dramatically in front of you.
I just spend a little while making it look like I'm actually bothered about looking at it. I'm picking out the important bits, but I'm making it seem as though I'm judging like the minute details of like, oh wow, this tree is excellent. Wow.
Yes, each tree is hand-drawn, no stencils here.
I can tell. And so,
Sure, you used stencils.
So, what was it you were asking for something of this magnitude?
Of course, it is the rate of 2,000 gold for such a large piece.
Quite a reasonable price for something so exquisite.
Well, I do like to let the masses, the poorer folk, have a shot at looking at my magnificence as well.
Is this your most up-to-date map?
Yes. This is only made a few weeks ago, yes.
I see. Is Denrith and Julian, was it? Yeah, on the map as well?
Yes, they are. You should be able to see the map right now.
Oh, yeah. Because I'm only on one screen, I'm prioritizing
that's true.
faces.
I'll find them.
Julian is in the right-hand lower corner, I think.
Yes.
Denrith top center on an island.
Yeah. I just wanted to know if they were there or not.
Yes, They are there.
Cool. Well, I think I'm ready to talk business.
Wonderful. So, my rate is 2,000 gold.
And where are you heading next? Do you have plans to update the map as you go?
For now, excuse me, it's the cheap beer, this poor beer coming back on me. For now, though, I do believe that I will be heading further in. I've just come back from a map-making expedition, so I will be heading further into the continent to sell my wares.
It's just, as I said, we're explorers ourselves, and, well, heading into uncharted territory is definitely something that we adventurers like to do.
Yes.
I'm wondering if there couldn't be some sort of arrangement.
What exactly are you saying?
Well, you do your explorations and I do mine. And if, perchance, I come across something that you haven't yet, and we know where to find you later, I can fill you in on what's there. Perhaps do a little surveying of our own to then help out with your grander, larger design.
Oh, so you want a collaboration?
Potentially.
Make a persuasion check for me.
Let's see. 24.
Okay. I do believe that we could come to an arrangement on that. In fact, I may have a contract written up specifically for that purpose already.
You do? Well, you mind if I have a quick look over this contract?
Of course. Let me just fetch it from my bag. He reaches in and pulls out a sort of the double-rolled scroll, hands it over to you.
Yeah, quickly. Have a good skim through it. Oh dear. Oh dear.
It reaches beyond your arm length, and it is in very fine font. If you want, I can skim it over for you.
At this point, I want to look back from the bar, realize that they're just pulling out the paperwork, and I order a double of everything.
Yes, please, if you could give me the notes as I
Of course, yes.
at the same time.
So basically, it says that the contract between two of us, which would be between your adventuring group and myself, means that any of your discoveries will, of course, be credited firstly to myself, and as a second underlying credit to yourselves. Any of the income from any map created as a result of these discoveries will go to myself, and as well as that, if you are to die in the field as a result of my exploration, you and your households and your bloodlines cannot take any action, be it legal or extrajudicial, against myself as a result of this, and it is your own fault if you happen to perish out there in the Wilderlands, and that you secede all of your wealth to me. But that's a simple contract. Yes.
I'm sorry, that's just not acceptable.
Oh. No one's ever said that before. What would be more acceptable?
That the lives of myself and my group, my party, my friends are ours. And that dying in the field, this isn't going to be a job that we purposely set out to do for you.
What?
No. Did you not understand what I was getting at? No.
You're saying that you're passing up the opportunity to work firsthand with the greatest cartographer and explorer in all of Kyrim and beyond.
Work with, potentially, yes, I am passing up this option.
I don't work with people. People work for me.
I'm mind puking, like behind their backs.
I come back and put the drinks on the table, and as I put Tristan's drink on the table and pat him on the shoulder, I want to cast guidance for whatever he's doing.
It's a D4, right?
What spell are you casting on your friend here?
I'm just making sure he enjoys his drink. Don't you worry.
I just shout from the bar, he's a fucking lightweight!
Make a deception check.
Rolled 17 plus 8, 25.
Oh, I see. Is your friend here a bit of... Does he get wine drunk?
I do. And I'd...
He's used to the finest drops of the continent, of course.
I
So
see.
a rough drink like this,
Yes.
I wouldn't want him to lose his judgment.
Yes. Dwarven wasted.
Yeah, nothing against that elven.
No. Elven constitutions, they don't...
You just hear a very loud Moradin wept from the bar as I sink another pint.
Yeah, I get you your pint. It's like the largest vessel I could find.
It's just got one pint in it.
Then it's 2. Like if I can't get 1, then I gone 2 because I'm with her on that.
Well, if you're not willing to work for me, I don't think an agreement can be reached in that regard.
Unfortunately not. However, Benjamin, you seem to underestimate...
Sir MacTalon to you.
Is it now? So, you remember... you do remember I said that I was a bard, yes? And that my name was... Could you repeat it for me?
Power move.
Fucking power play, yeah.
Oh, that's a BDE!
Here's the problem, right? Benjamin would definitely remember that. Stuart can't remember Tristan's middle name.
Alakino.
Right, thank you. Of course, it's the Wind Lord from Warcraft. Yes, it's Tristan Alakino Inamorati.
And have you never heard of the Inamораtis before?
I have not, no.
Oh, woe be on you.
Sorry, pal, we ain't heard of you either.
But
I
let's
wouldn't
face-
expect riffraff such as yourself to have heard of me, small child.
Sir, I don't mean to
Excuse
insult.
me?
Are you going to buy my map or not? I feel our business is coming to an end here.
Oh, our business is definitely coming to an end, and I will be taking that map from you. And I will be paying for it. Sorry, I don't want you to misconstrue my words. All I'm saying is, throughout history and throughout the passage of time, who's remembered more? The playwright or the mapmaker?
Depends upon the playwright or the map maker.
Turn round to anyone who's not part of our group. Anywhere, if there's any nearby tables, I'd just like to lean over and say, excuse me, could you settle a bet between me and my friend here? Can you name a famous mapmaker beyond this gentleman?
Who's that fucker?
Precisely. Can you name anyone who potentially wrote a song, a book, or a play? Anyone at all?
No one of note.
But
You gotta pick the right club to do this in.
Don't leave Noble Palmer write some shite like that. Real stories don't get written down. Don't know the names of the best songsters in the world. Real songs are passed down from generation to generation. Nice hat.
Thank you. Well, I'll turn back to Benjamin. Now, that kind of proved 2 points. One, that no one's ever heard of a mapmaker before, beyond you. And two, people do have strong opinions on art. But at least they have an actual opinion when it comes to songs.
That really wasn't the point you were trying to make there, was it?
It really wasn't, no. But I feel like
Look,
some of
look.
the point got across.
Look, sir, I feel that we are coming to an impasse here where neither of us is going to get what we want. So I suggest we conclude our businesses now, and I can go back to my job, and you can go back to whatever it is you'll be doing for the rest of your life. I'd imagine
Stories about
wandering
people I
places.
come across. So,
Well.
2,000 was it?
Yes, 2,000 gold.
I do hand it over.
Thank you and good day. It has been wonderful to see you all. Perhaps one day we'll meet again, and you can tell me more of your stories. For now, though, I'm afraid I have map making to get back to. Have a wonderful day.
I stand up from the table, offer my hand.
He takes your hand. Very strong grip. The sort of grip that someone who's been told that a strong handshake is important, but doesn't realize that vice gripping someone is rude.
What was his full name again?
Benjamin McTalon II.
Well, Benjamin McTalon II. I hope you live up to your name, or the name that's remembered. Good day.
And good day to you, Tristan.
I just wink him and walk away with the map.
All right.
Up to the bar.
Immediately, spectacles are put back on and he goes back.
I do not like that man.
Tristan, find out from the barmaid which room that man's room is.
Oh, okay. That's if he's staying here, you never know. He probably is. Well, I had to pay for it. I tried to get us a discount, but that would entail us working for him.
Yeah,
Um,
no.
yeah.
No.
I feel like
Honestly, had you used that guidance to tie fucking shoelaces, I wouldn't have objected.
Mm.
What a dick.
slip some hemlock into his beer? That too much?
Maybe. I mean, he does make the best maps. Like, it is to be confirmed. It's just it's gone to his head, or maybe his nose. Anyway, yeah. I feel like
for having a big nose.
He can't be a
I'm
small
petty.
I
Jamie.
did.
Go on, Stevie.
I did tell you would love him.
Yeah, love is a choice of words to use.
Yeah. That's okay. We'll find out what room he's in. Tilly really wants to know.
Yeah, so we can pop the fucker's window open and take our money before we leave.
Honestly, for a split second when you asked where he was going next, I was like, why? So we can fucking mug him on the road? And I remembered we're supposed to be heroes and we shouldn't do that.
I mean, that is also pretty safe.
But, you know, we're better than that. We're better than this fucking fool.
We are.
Hey, look, I'll stoop to robbery. I ain't gonna go far.
Nothing says heroics like B&E. Steal from the rich.
And
Give
it's
to the-
redistribution of wealth.
Look, I have limits, okay? Robbery is not that.
Didn't we key a wizard's car? Though.
Yeah?
These are all things I'm a
Well, that's the most pedestrian shit.
I wasn't there for that, so I didn't. Let's just drop this wee shit.
These are all things that
yeah.
I'm omitting from
We're a group.
the
We
poem.
went over this last session.
Yeah, exactly.
Good news is we have the map.
Thank fuck, let's get out of here. This place sucks. It's been shit from day one. We just go.
Let's become pirates. Or anything else.
Well, we have to stay here another day because
Oh yeah.
fucking the ranger here needs his arrows.
Yeah, we just need one more. Well, that and the horses need a day of rest as well. If you recall, they
Yes.
they sort of sat out there in the sun, in the heat, just
We
sort
could
of,
make the horses a little bit.
Yeah, like 55-degree heat.
yeah. So they just need another day as well. So we get one more sleep. We stay away from everyone, so we don't have to deal with anyone else anymore.
We're so fucking antisocial.
Can you fucking blame us?
No. So what are we gonna do in the interim? Is there anything else we need to do before we go?
Well, now we've got a map. We can sit down and decide where we're going to go. Yeah. If there's anything anyone wants to particularly do, at this point, I'm okay with going somewhere because someone's just wanted to visit it. Like, I don't care anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to go somewhere that doesn't have sand and cultists.
Yes.
That's
Preferably that.
that's all I got.
Shoot.
No sand. Wow. No sand, no cultists. That sounds good. Oh no, that rules the beach out. Damn.
Okay. No sand
was-
without ocean.
God.
Yeah, well then Bangladesh is in then that's an option.
So I mean, like, here's the thing: on this map, to like the south and right of us, like
Mhm.
a stone's throw away, is something called Broken Ilzam, which looks interesting.
I suppose we can always plot a course.
Is that a thing to anyone in the group?
Were we not really like there recently? Is that not where one of the cairns was?
It was close, but the Dalnell natives would know that Broken Ilzan is an old, the remains of an old city ruin, said to be haunted by the ghost of the person who caused it to fall.
Oh, see, that sounds like the best shit. Let's go there.
That sounds cool, actually. It's on the way south.
I can kill a ghost. Let's do that.
I can kill a ghost, boasts Tilly, proudly, having not killed any ghosts ever previously.
Fucking magic knives now.
That's what they call it, Tilly Magic Knives.
And
If
then
you
there's like
kill a
some.
ghost, you have to rename yourself Tilly Ghost Killer. That's pretty fucking badass.
I mean, I think my family would be kind of insulted.
Yeah, but you killed a ghost, so nothing matters anymore.
Yeah.
Just take it as like a middle name. Tilly Girls Killer Taltal.
Well, maybe. We'll think about it.
I mean, we first have to kill a ghost in order for you to be able to say that, but
I mean, how hard can it be? They've already died once.
you're used to it.
Infallible logic.
Well, they have experience.
You know what? I never thought of it that way, but that's absolutely true.
So does that mean that a ghost can come back as a ghost of itself?
A ghost ghost.
Double ghost.
How far down does it go, though? Can you get a ghost?
Look, I've seen that my brother and me bit on this. Can we skip up?
I don't know. Have you seen like even more south of that? There's a place called Sudshar. It looks like there's some floaty shit there, which looks pretty cool.
I would
there is
I would know about that, Stu.
Yeah, it's actually near where you're from.
Yeah.
Sudshar is a hillock, which has floating shards of crystal over it. Unexplained and mysterious, causes nausea and fainting on people that go close.
Second thought, with my past history of crystals in a different life, I probably shouldn't go near this place.
I mean, if we want to check that out, there is a town on the way.
Yeah.
Do
I
all
mean,
this on the way.
Yeah, like we're about as far now from, I'd say, when we were in Silgar to here. It's about the same distance from here to Pinevale, and that's where I'm from, so it's kind of an end of the road sort of place, though. If we're going to go anywhere, Bangladesh is probably a good place to go. People are talking about boats.
There's nothing really on the way to Bangladesh, is the thing, unless we take a road off.
Well, yeah, no, listen, all the land around Pinevale and down that area, that is where I grew up. Like, that is all my terrain. I know those places very well. So if you want to go off road, I'm cool with that.
So what you're saying is, if we go there, we don't need a map.
Yeah. If you had told me we were going towards Bangladesh, I probably could have took us there.
No, we'd have needed the map later anyway.
Yeah, once you go beyond Bangladesh, I have zero idea. I'm relying mostly on stories from that point on.
Fair enough. I'm happy heading, or at least starting to head in that direction.
Sounds good to me.
Find adventure as we go.
On the way to become pirates.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
piracy's bad. We shouldn't be pirates.
If we want to go to Bangladesh, we could do Broken Hills Down, then go down the road that goes past the Sudshar and Pinevale, and then go from Pinevale to Bangladesh, kind of not taking the road.
Yeah.
That means we get like a bunch of things along the way, rather than just being the road to Bangladesh, which doesn't have anything on it.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good to me.
The road to Bangladesh that you can see is actually the Glyn March. Glyn March roadway that you've been traveling on for most of your adventures so far.
Yeah, but like as far as roads go, it looks pretty uneventful on the map.
Fair dues. Yeah, I'm good with that. Course of action.
I am down for this. Let's go. Let's do it.
Well, I mean, we gotta wait a day.
Well-
That said, Justin, you did you ask in character whether you could see Denrith, or was that out of character? We could see it if it was on the map.
That was out of character.
Okay, yeah, well, yeah, if we are going down there, it is the complete opposite side of the continent, like dead north to south.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, that's fine for the minute.
Okay.
I mean, it's been a massive offload of information for Tristan. He's probably happy to let it simmer before heading straight off to find answers.
And Halhran is the capital, yeah?
Mhm.
Yes.
On the far east coast.
Yep.
Do we have any business there beyond right now, I think we're kind of interested in keeping an eye on this, whatever this group is that's assigning leaders and stuff around the place, because that's all based in the capital, correct?
Yeah, we have that King's Favor thing.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, I think that's
Wait for a reason to use it first.
Yeah.
Let's not use it just to walk in and say hello.
You were also told to meet the blacksmith.
Yeah, but I need some stuff first.
Yeah, plus it's like other side of the continent. That's just a long way.
It's a 2-month journey.
Yeah, we can see the sights.
Yeah.
You know,
We can level up. I mean, we can get more experience as adventurers on the way.
Such sights as the hill crystals that make people sick.
Yeah, no, they really do make you sick.
And it does look like there's a second set on the way to Halharan. So we can actually go twice.
Intriguing. I wonder if they're linked somehow.
I mean, maybe we could just get sick twice. It's an option.
Maybe there's a third somewhere. Did they
there's
make a
really
triangle?
The wound south of that, so maybe we can get really sick.
I mean, once we hit Bangladesh, a lot of shipbuilding goes on in that area anyway. We could possibly not even have to go the main route. We could head down and around any of the coasts if we were to charter a ship.
Yo, there's actually there's just a place on here called The Wound.
Yeah.
That looks
If we do get a ship, it doesn't look like there's really a port until Halharan.
Correct. Halloran itself is not a pot.
There's a tiny one on Kara's Noonan's Island.
There's
Tiny
two
one.
down there, actually.
Yeah.
If we want to check the islands out, we can get a boat. I'm just saying it wouldn't particularly be useful for getting us to Halharan.
It's Port Zikek and Port Kizek.
Yeah.
If ever I heard goblin names, that's goblin names.
Goblins.
Goblins.
I want to go there because I get off and see Chain Whirler because he's everywhere.
Don't even.
Magic the Gathering references.
Hey.
There's that nice tower off the shore of Bangladesh. That might be something.
The Meridian Tower.
Yeah.
What would I know about that? If anything.
What you know about the Meridian Tower? It's very big. It's very big. It dominates the skyline of Bangladesh, far taller than any of the buildings within. It could be seen from miles away. On calm days, you can see it from Pinevale. It's huge. Its manufacture is unlike any that you've ever seen, and no one can get inside.
And there's is there people that go there, or is it just like this massive complex that's
great tower which sits in the bay, and no one goes to it because everyone that's tried gets there and can't get in. It is, for all intents and purposes, a giant stone obelisk.
Yeah.
Challenge accepted.
You do know that there is a second one.
Oh.
If you look on the map, you will find there is a
Yes,
second
Meridian Tower up at the top. Is there any places on this map that ring a particular bell to me other than the wormholes?
A few various different towns. You tended to stay away from cities because that's where you got arrested easier. Sort of like how criminals in the US tend to stick to the boonies.
Are you a criminal in the US and know how they operate, Stu?
I plead the fifth. So, you're traveling to Bangladesh.
By way of Pinevale.
Okay.
Well, by way of Broken Ilzan, then we're going down to get sick near Suchar. Just go down, vomit a little bit, head on.
So you're going to head down to Galmar and then to Sutchar, and then over to Pinevale, to your hometown. Okay. All right. Well, as you sit and digest this and talk about where you're going, I'd imagine you probably headed back to a bar at this point, probably to the Sleeping King.
One that doesn't have an annoying cartographer in it.
You know us too well.
The annoying cartographer would also be a good tavern name.
It
True.
would, yeah.
If we end up making enough gold, we could make one and just every day tell stories about how fucking annoying he was.
You have enough gold to make it.
Could you imagine being so much of a dick that adventurers build a tavern that's just solely dedicated to dunking on you?
And
Can you
what we
imagine
could
walking
do
in, not
behind-
buying his map, but buying the tavern and telling him to get out?
Yes! Oh my god!
No, I've got an idea. We can make it, and it still be called that, but behind the bar we put up the map, so adventurers can come in and figure out where they want to go and bugger off.
For
So
free!
essentially what you're saying is we need to get a tavern that's essentially the front for an adventuring guild that people can come in, look at the map, see where they have to go, see if there's any jobs on the way, they can take it and off they go.
I'm so
Retirement.
glad copyright doesn't exist yet.
He didn't go TM when he gave us the map, so it doesn't count.
This is for private viewings only.
No, what we do is,
Mickey Mouse hasn't been invented yet, so there's no copyright.
if he's written his name on it, instead of it being the second, put an extra line on it, so it's now the third.
No, because then that means like one of us either has to
No,
change
that's
our
fine.
names to that or have a child and name them that. And I'm not down for that. I wouldn't inflict that on anyone.
Or we pay someone to change the name.
No! That's terrible.
We're nice people.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah.
That's probably something to keep in mind for the future. Not the sole purpose of dunking on this guy, but like it wouldn't suck to have somewhere that was, you know, I mean, that's not to say, you know, obviously Tilly is a homeowner.
Don't you forget it.
Yeah, like that's not. Sorry, I didn't mean to be.
We can operate out of Tilly's house for now, but we'll have to pay rent.
Whereabouts in the Sleeping King would you be discussing this? Would you be like in a room, or would you be at the bar, at a table?
Is it still a hot day and do they have a beer garden?
They don't have a beer garden. They have tables out the front, but it's not that hot today. It's quite cloudy.
I reckon by this point we would have our own little corner like marked for us. Like not officially, but we sit there all the time.
Okay.
You know?
Unspoken.
Yeah. It's like our corner.
Okay.
So yeah, like it wouldn't suck to have a place that was just sort of ours.
No,
And
no.
it really wouldn't suck if it was somewhere that we could leave for a while and it was still, you know, making some money on the side. That would be pretty sweet.
It's already kind of a dream of mine, just not the adventuring side of things.
There's only
Yeah.
one way to find out where the best place to do that would be.
Just go everywhere.
Do the completionist 100% rule.
I mean, somewhere central would be the smart thing, right?
I feel like the capital's the obvious choice.
The capital's on one side of the
We
island.
want anywhere on the Glint March, so that's like the main road. That's the road that most people travel. That's the smart place to open up a pub.
The smart place is the one part on the Glint March that is the furthest from any other place.
Mhm.
Well, no, I think the smart move is river meat free.
I was
Right,
about to
so-
say, yeah.
It's between literally everything. It's on the road to literally everywhere.
And you all know that Rohirrim Free is a free state. It is a free city. It is not part of Calvin.
Hey, we don't have to deal with bureaucracy.
Change of plans, we're going there, living there, moving
Well,
there.
listen, here's the thing: we can hit.
I told
we
you,
can-
settle down there.
we
Give
can
up
go down-
adventuring.
Give up adventuring just as long as there's no more bureaucracy.
We could go vomit down at the floating crystals. Head over to Pinevale, see Mom and Pops, and you can see why I'm such a good goddamn baker because they're better than me. Get some foods. Head on to Bangladesh, see what's going down there, and then it's just a matter of going north. And if we want to do something like that, spend some time setting some stuff up. I don't really. We've sort of just been rushing constantly, so
Yeah.
being able to sit back and let stuff sort of happen for a little bit might be pretty cool.
Just be on our own pace for a while.
Yeah, first of all, we have to go throw up at the rocks, though.
You keep mentioning throwing up at these rocks a whole lot, though, Ronan. Is that kind of like your thing? I'm not judging, but like, it's very weirdly specific. You just keep coming back to that.
Well, see, it's just that it's sort of like everyone on the way past going to or from Pineville always talk about there, and they always want to go visit. At this point, it's like a tourist trap. Get out of here. But they don't realize that the land around it is just far better and far cooler, and going into the forest is much cooler.
Yeah, turn up, get used to Chill branded bucket.
I mean, if that's not already a thing.
I feel like at this point it's going to be like the D&D equivalent of licking a Switch cartridge. You know it's going to suck. You know it's going to make you feel ill, but you do it anyway.
So I don't like going around there a lot. I like the surrounding lands a lot better. But
I mean, I don't think we can blame you for not liking the hill that makes you sick.
I mean, some people might use it as a detox. You never know.
I mean, it's interesting what the hell it is. And now that I've seen a ritual involving crystals, I just don't even know what to make of it anymore. I just thought it was cool at one point, and now it's like
the crystals. It's such a red. They're vermilion.
Yeah, it's just
sorry, no, they're scarlet.
Magic is it's not the sort of stuff I can do. I can like trace people, heal people, not all that cool stuff. So
Alright, but that sounds like a good plan, and I'm not against having a place like a base of operations.
I mean, it's probably better than just consistently having to go in and just find a tavern and being like, we're gonna. I mean, at this point, we are sort of just paying for a week to stay somewhere, and it's not really a chip out of the pocket. But
it might be one day.
So, is there anything else you would like to do before you head to bed for the evening?
I have nothing.
Yeah.
Do we know what time everyone wants to leave tomorrow?
We don't have anything pressing, probably as early as possible. What time on the road?
I do have to pick up some arrows from the enchanter before we leave. But they're paid for up front. It's just a matter of landing and grabbing them and heading.
Okay.
Fair enough. In that case, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll have dinner with Thea tonight and say bye and have a nice sit down. I'm going away. Hi, bye. Instead of just saying I'm buggering off after 5 minutes of popping around.
Yeah, probably better. So you don't
she'll shout at me less that way.
That's what I was thinking.
So, is there anything else you wish to do in Downhelm before your final night? No?
Not really.
Can I go find a bunch of teens or something in Valen's Corner and pay them a gold each to, like, piss off this cartographer?
Find a bunch of teens.
A bunch of youths.
Yeah.
All right, roll an investigation check for me, please.
Hey, you yelled about loitering.
Do you want an Asbo?
Investigation, that's an 11.
You don't have a magic ringlet. Can you go beat this guy up? All right.
How
So
hard
you-
is it to find teens in Valen's Corner? Come on.
You make your way around Valen's Corner and you find a group of what you can assume, based on their height, are teenagers. And they're at a street corner in Valen's Corner, and you see them, and they're all dressed in sort of like rainy clothing because it started raining at this time of the night. So they're all in cloaks. And as you get close, one of them goes, "What do you want?"
You fellas looking to make some money?
Always.
I describe this cartographer to them.
Right. Where's he staying?
What was the name of the inn he was at?
It was the Gilded Gold.
The Gilded fucking Hell.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was the general reaction every time. Yeah.
But you can gild gold, so
You can
Let's-
gild gold, yeah.
Let's not do this.
Uh-oh.
See, it was that bad it killed Aaron.
And it killed everyone but us.
Oh.
Stevie's gone, Jamie's gone.
Well, this is awkward.
gone.
Where did everybody go?
Oh,
slowly but surely I'm getting like individual people at a different time.
Yeah.
I could still hear you and Susie the entire time.
I could
Right.
also still hear you and Susie, and then it said my internet connection is unstable.
everyone froze but Susie and I.
Yeah, that was weird.
That was weird. So, what were you saying?
I told him that he was at the Gilded Gold. And basically I was just going to pass him like a purse of 10 gold.
All right.
Be like, do to him whatever you feel like. He's kind of an asshole.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Duly noted. And you see one of them flashes the blade of a dagger.
All right, not that
They're
much.
gone.
Hey, we've just had our first hit.
Oh well. Whoops. That wasn't my intent.
That's 2,000 of our gold they're going to pick up.
All right, they fucking earned it. That guy sucked.
That guy sucked. Let's murder him.
I mean, I didn't want to.
So,
10 gold's not enough for an assassination.
Probably not, no.
cheap rates, It's a hard climber for assassinations right now, The market's oversaturated.
Constant undercutting, man.
Both
Literal.
literal and
Yeah,
figurative.
what Stuart didn't describe was the 4 other groups stood around listening to this deal, be like, would have done it for 9.
Okay, so Tristan, you head to Fia's and have a wonderful evening meal. Talk to Fia about everything that happened. She seems to have forgiven you by now, though keeps reminding you about what you did.
I show off the pocket watch and the music box as well.
That's very strange.
It really is. But then again, apparently it's my family, so did we really expect anything other than peculiar?
No, this is actually less than I was expecting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wonder where that tells the time to.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out myself. Or whether or not it even actually tells the time. It tells something.
Knowing you, it probably tells the time to, I don't know, whenever you like to have a beer.
Yeah, maybe. Why it's not changed its course. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you'll figure it out.
I'll do my damnedest.
All right. You're right, yes?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I'm half left, but yes.
Tristan,
You'll miss me when I'm gone, I know.
get out of my house.
I just give her a hug,
All right. So
and then I get out of the house.
So you have your evening meal with Fia and say goodbye. And you all retire to your various beds for the evening. And I was going to call a break here, but Susie's gone vanished. So, if anyone wants to see the map that was shown off today, you can find it on my Twitter. If you want to see its full scale. I saw Susie was showing off a bit of it on the stream. But that is the map of the Great Kingdom of Kaurum. So as soon as Susie gets back, we will have a break. I'm not sure if Lydia is just sitting very still or was frozen.
No, she did a blunk.
She blunked. You're
I
also
did a lot of frowning and a lot of just blinking.
Thank you for linking the map, Stevie. You're also muted.
I was doing some furious scrolling there to try and find it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the map. That is Kaurum, which if these lot become pirates, I'll have to make a new map. But that's okay. I like making maps. But yeah, Susie's probably gone to the toilet, which is going to be very funny when she gets back and I go, we're having a break now.
I mean, we could just go to a break. I think she would understand. Oh, no, we can't. Because
I can swap the screen and mute us.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So we could all individually mute, but we can't just all like have the banter that we want.
Yeah, in the meantime, let's come up with different names for our tavern.
Yeah, well, Susie's back now.
I thought it was the annoying cartographer.
So
Well, it's definitely going to be that. But, when we have a chain, we can name the individual ones different things.
Are you going to make fantasy Weatherspoons?
Oh,
No.
fuck yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
With the carpet.
With a fork. How do you eat with a fork?
Anyway.
So we're going to go to a quick break now, guys. Yeah, I know. You left literally right before we were going to break. I tried to... I can't type. I've got a screen in the way. So we will see you guys in a few minutes. We'll be back for more Kureon when morning breaks on a new day.
We're not waiting that long.
Yeah.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Sorry that break was a little longer than expected. I think it was. I had to go sort something out momentarily, but we are back. And morning breaks once again in Down for perhaps the final time our party will see dawn in Down for quite some time. Tilly,
That's me.
you awake to a note at the end of your bed.
Mm-hmm.
Can you read?
Yes.
Okay. I always have to ask with intelligence scores that low.
Eat.
Which is a magnitude of 2 lower than the usual person. But anyway, it says, the deed has been done. Hail the brothers of Kurix.
Alright, don't bump into some fucking legit assassins. Budget legit assassins. This is fine.
Okay. So, the rest of you wake up, having been well rested and all sorted out. When, just as you are all mostly ready, you hear the sound of a bugle outside. A long, arduous cry of a bugle rings through the tavern.
Like a summoning bugle?
Like a herald, yeah.
Huh.
Alright.
Alright,
Nope,
yeah.
summons us.
I will head
we reckon-
downstairs and see what's about.
Do we reckon the new person's shown up to take over then?
Could be.
Yay.
It was too.
Just can't remember if it was supposed to be today or a little bit later.
Aldrich said a few days. So, everyone going down? Yeah?
I will.
Yeah, see what the commotion is.
All right. So as you make your way outside, you see that a round stage has been constructed overnight in the center of the square here, and there is a huge throng of people around it now, and more people are constantly coming into it. And atop this, you see that there are 3 people stood. One of whom you recognize there, resplendent in full battle gear, is Aldris Evermoon, former March Lord. The other 2 you don't recognize. The first one is a tall, sort of mid-30s male with short cropped hair, shaved at the sides, slightly longer on top. Sort of quite a close-shaven beard, very athletic build, quite strong. They're wearing full plate armor, where the gorget and the pauldrons have crenellations, like the top of a castle, or the top of a castle wall, on them. And at one side, they have a large flanged mace held in a holster, and on the other side is a scroll where there's a roller at both sides. And the third one looks to be dressed rather similar to Aldris. Old, probably 60s, late 60s, wearing full battle plate. However, is not wearing the same pauldrons that Aldris is currently wearing. Is wearing no pauldrons at all, in fact. And you can see the gambeson underneath. And he looks very uptight. His nose is pointed upwards constantly. His graying hair is arranged very neatly with a lot of precision on his head, as opposed to Aldris's much more combat-ready look. And you see now as the figure in the crenellated armor is surveying the crowd, stepping backwards and forwards among this small stage here, waiting for the square to fill up. As you exit the tavern, what would you like to do?
I'll find like somewhere to perch and listen in, see what's gonna go down.
Okay. All right. So, as you find a place to go, there's small like a concrete, not concrete, but a brick planter outside the front of the Sleeping King here, and you stand up on top of it so you can see over the more human-sized crowd and across it all. And you see there now, Aldris, looks composed, but a little dour compared to how you've usually seen her. Excuse me.
Bless you.
That came out of nowhere. And the other two look a lot more serious than she does. And after a short time, you see the figure stops and stands and begins to look around. Citizens of Downelm, my name is Architect Ared Kime from the Bureau of the Wall. There have been some shortcomings in the governance of this city and this province in recent months that have drawn the attention of the Bureau. Your March Lord has been letting illicit activities go on beneath your very feet. And it is only due to the great nature of our guard and the safety of its soldiers that you are protected. But this cannot stand, and as such, Aldris Evermoon has agreed to stand down as your March Lord. And instead, a new March Lord has been proposed to you all, and will be taking her place. This, and you see the other figure steps forward, is Vornig Miz. And he is your new March Lord. You will respect him as you respected Aldris, and he will be your guiding light in the trying times to come ahead, as Downelm is taken out of the depths it has languished in under its previous March Lord, and into a new age of prosperity, unlike which you have ever seen on this frontier. You see among the crowd, there's a lot of murmuring and general sense of malcontent. And you see as Aldris goes, I hereby rescind my title of March Lord. And she unbuttons the pauldrons and hands them to the architect, who places them on Vonig's shoulders. It has been an honor serving you all. May your future be as bright as I know it can be. And you may all shine under Endel's light. She steps back. And the new March Lord steps forward. I am your new March Lord. And I will make sure that this city gets what it deserves. Which means that some of your more esoteric practices will cease from this day forward. You are all dismissed. Go back to your work and your jobs. Toil for Calrim, for that is your deeds.
I'd like to minor illusion someone, as though someone was in the crowd and just sort of fairly loudly says, but what about them heroes?
Okay, make a deception check for me.
Okay.
Because
it's a natural 20.
And you see Vonig stand bolt upright at this, and the architect's brow furrows as the crowd goes, yeah! We all saw it, we know something happened, and we know you're keeping it from us. We don't want to be part of anything that does something like that. We're for Calrim, not for you, you jumped up jerk. And you see Vonig goes, guards, arrest that man. And the crowd just erupts. And as you see now, the guards make their way through to try and arrest this person who has just stood out against the March Lord, but they are blocked at every opportunity by members of Downelm's citizenship. And you hear, as a riot begins to form in front of you now, as the guard are pushed back and pushed back, you see as the three figures are taken off the stage, and you hear behind you the sound of boots, marching boots. And from one side, a detachment of Duskward is making their way towards this central square, but from another, a second set of boots. And you see, bedecked in chainmail and scale mail, wearing the Viridian colors, is a small detachment of Viridian Guard. And amongst them, you see a tall, dark-haired figure which sits in ringlets softly over her shoulders, and a long, flowing Viridian dress, poised and proper with sharp cheekbones and pale alabaster skin, is Countess Maria Valgarian. And as she arrives, she just watches. As she sees the Duskward begin to funnel people away as multiple members are shoved to the ground, pinned in place by spear and shield. And she watches. And people see and begin to look towards her. Citizens, it's time to go back to your homes. It is as the March Lord said. A new brighter era is dawning for Downelm. And this voice seems to carry across the crowd and across the shouting and screaming of this now preeminent riot. And people begin to stop. Standing themselves up straight, they look towards the figure, they look towards all of the guard around them. And very, very quickly, this riot, this protest begins to disperse.
Can I make a check to see if there was any magic involved, or if this was
You certainly can.
just
Make a
her
for me.
presence? 16. What do I roll?
Arcana.
16.
From what you know, you've never seen a spell that affect this many people before. You've never heard of a spell. You've never been told by the magpie of a spell that affects this many people. This just seems to be a certain force of personality and a voice which is in opposition to what they've just heard.
I stay exactly where I am. I ain't going anywhere. But I will help people up and stuff, and if I can.
Yeah. And very slowly, the guard funnel and push people out of this area, and the guard comes up to you and is like, "Move along."
I just stare at him.
And pushes past you and pushes some citizens out the way. And they're sort of sweeping across the square now and like pushing people out of the exits, sort of coming from the center and pushing outwards, radiating out.
Mm-hmm. Was there any of you guys, did you come there as well? Are you guys there too?
Yeah, I think we all came down.
Yeah.
If she hadn't turned up, I was gonna try and get stuck in.
See, saw a hostile takeover looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, maybe we can move on before it gets hostile to us.
I mean, we should move on, but I don't like this at all.
Me neither.
I'm sure the lady with all the guards has it covered.
Tilly, she's the bad guy.
Oh.
None of them really seem to be
What
that
am I
great,
saying?
though.
thought the one on the stage was bad.
They're all
Yeah.
bad. They're in league with them.
That's shit.
It is shit. Look what they're doing to their own people already. Demanding respect from day one, that's not how you get respect. That's the words of a tyrant.
I mean, you haven't met a lot of authority figures, have you, Gan?
I have, and I've met ones that earned it, and ones that have demanded it. And I like the ones that earned it a lot more than the ones that demanded it.
Maybe if we get on the road, we can meet some that have earned it. Because I don't think there's any here. Well, maybe there was, but she's, like, fired now?
Yeah. She's heading south to Bangladesh, though.
That's true.
Not saying that we start something that rhymes with resistance movement, but...
Or something that rhymes with it would be not that.
Shut up.
Well, we have a coin from the king. Maybe we can ask for her jump back.
Hey, so you've installed a noble in this place where clearly they're not wanted and they're going to be horrible, horrible tyrants. Can we just not do that? I don't think that's going to work somehow, Tristan.
I can be very persuasive.
That's
I have-
assuming the king is the one that does it, not the bureau.
Well, it's
Like-
yeah, it's the bureau, clearly.
Yeah, if the king can suggest, but the bureau is the final say, then that would be our coin out of our hands, and I think that's a back pocket, Hail Mary sort of thing.
No, I'm just thinking aloud.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I don't like this, and at the very least, is it just me or is the countess, and at least she's not endorsed by the bureau? It makes me feel like
I don't know. The bureau never challenged her when she marched on up and was like, trot on, children.
I thought she was totally separate. I thought that was the whole
same.
deal about people in this town.
Politics is never that simple.
Yeah, and from what I've gathered, the bureau kicked out Aldris because they weren't a fan of her anyway. She was too militaristic. We've seen the clash between the average folk and the noble here, right? We've seen that in person. There's a couple of factions here at work. And the fact the bureau would kick her out that quickly over something that she really didn't have any control over, so they could install someone else who, if you listen to him, sounds a right poncy fucking prick. So if that tells you everything you need to know. Talking about this whole new day for Downelm and service to Calrim and things are going to change around here. That's...
Yeah, but I felt like when she said it, it was more of a... not something that rhymes with resistance movement. It definitely sounded more like she was going to be the one who brings the new dawn, not the people on stage. I think she might be independent.
Either way, it sounded like a threat.
I mean, regardless, I don't think there's anything we can do. Someone brought up our name and it was a riot started, so
Yeah, that's probably a good reason enough to move on. Yeah. I don't want to get arrested again.
Well, they can't really arrest us, but they probably wouldn't like having
Well,
us
I mean-
around.
The last one's fucking dead, Tristan.
But they
you know
were
what?
they were the ones pretending. These were the ones that actually are here. They'd probably be a thorn in our side, but they wouldn't arrest us on sight.
I hate to say it as well, but when they last arrested us, it was a sort of everyone scattered. We weren't all together already. I stood there and let it happen. We decided not to let it happen. I don't think it happens anymore.
Well, either way, I'm sure we have other things to stumble into in the woods.
Yeah. I think now is the perfect time for us to just get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
And if we come back and things are different, well, that's how things happen. They change. So let's go get those arrows.
Yeah, I figured just pick them up on the way out. Make sure we've got the horses all geared and ready to go.
You currently only have 2 horses and no cart.
Yeah.
We can always sort that out.
Well,
Yeah.
we can afford another cart.
Yeah, we can pick up a cart. And if not, we can, at the very least, bring our horses. We're not leaving our horses here.
You guys can go do that. There's one thing I want to take care of before I go.
Need any company?
No, I'm good.
Gun's gonna behead someone.
No. You can have my weapons if you don't trust me.
You can't give people your arms. You are a weapon. And I don't.
Hey.
I don't just.
And we mean that in the Scottish way.
Yeah,
You go
fair
do
enough.
whatever you need to do. We'll
Yeah.
back with the arrows and a cart, I guess.
If we can, yeah.
And we can probably afford like the finest artisanal cart.
Yeah, but we're going to open up our own place. Let's not buy the finest artisanal cart. Let's buy something practical.
Yeah. Plus, the fancier it is, the bigger a target it is traveling. So
It's a salted caramel and avocado cart. So,
Yeah, so,
are you heading to the Lake Skimmers Trove?
yeah, on the way. But Tristan, you went for dinner last night. Did you say everything you needed to? You don't need to go back.
no.
Okay. And
today.
Namari, what about you?
I'm done with this place.
Did you lock your doors, Tilly? Are there locks on your doors?
I don't think there was locks on those doors.
There was. You picked
Oh,
it
there
multiple
was.
times.
And then, yeah, I will have relocked it. Yeah, no one's getting in there.
Shut
Unless
us
they
on the
get through
windows.
window. I mean, I can't do anything about the windows.
Okay. So, you begin to make your way to the Lake Skimmers Trove. Gun, where are you going?
I'm headed to either the Sleeping King or another one of the taverns. Actually, maybe one in Valen's Corner.
Okay. Which one specifically? One that you know of already?
Yeah, one that I know of already. I am looking for where I may find people who had been in the square.
Okay.
There's really cheap assassinations over there in Valen's Corner.
Okay, let me just have a check in my notes. If I get it the right way round.
Oh, I took that note with me, by the way. That did not stay in the bedroom.
I figured. Yeah.
Just wanted to make it clear. Wanted that one on record.
Tilly basically got a note from the Black Hand from Skyrim, like, we know.
Yeah. We know. Thanks for the money. Nice doing business with you, pal. Don't tell anyone about us.
And you know that name from before.
Okay, maybe Tilly does.
There we go. Found it. All right. So, there are 2 taverns that you know of, one of which you've been to, the other one you haven't, within Valen's Corner. There is, of course, the Bard's Trousers.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a second one, the Half-Full Goblet.
Yeah, the Bard's Trousers, why not? I've been there before.
Okay. So as you step inside the Bard's Trousers, as you make your way there, you see exactly the same clientele as last time, who look up at you in exactly the same way as last time.
I just nod. Do I see anyone who had been in the square?
Here, you do. it looks like everyone in here had been in the square. By the looks of it, everyone had been in the square.
Do I see any of them that look particularly roughed up, as if they'd been in the middle of the maelstrom, that might have been perchance throwing elbows?
The people in here look like they are always roughed up, but some of the wounds do look fresher.
Right. I will go up and I'll get 2 ales from the bar. And I'll take one over to the person who looks like pretty... Like, I'm looking for like a rowdy boy looking type, you know?
Of course. And you sit down next to one of them, I imagine,
Mm-hmm.
and hand the beer over.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a very, very power lifter build sort of figure.
Mm-hmm.
Completely bald. He's got a fresh black eye. He looks over to you as you sit down. Looks down at the beer, takes it, and looks straight forward again.
You alright?
You alright?
Mm-hmm. Looks like they got you good.
No.
No?
Still here?
I like that. I like that. I can respect that.
What do you want?
Some bullshit. Don't you think?
What is?
What's happening?
Nothing out of the ordinary.
In it though?
What, people getting beaten up?
No. What just happened in the square?
Change in leadership. Happens all the time around here.
It might do where you're from, but that's not how running a town works.
Well, I didn't say anything about running a town.
I think it's right that they just did that. Came in with the soldiers, started beating people left and right because they got a bit loud. Do you think that's right?
I don't care. You do know where you are, right?
I know exactly where I am.
So why should any of us in here care about that?
Because once they've finished beating up the poor fucking schmucks in the square, they're coming for you.
Oh, no.
I've seen this happen before.
Well, wise dwarf, I appreciate your counsel. Thanks for the beer.
You fucking scared or something? You chicken shit, is that it? Big strong
No.
man like you scared of doing something, huh?
You might want to look behind you.
I'll look behind me.
There is a figure in all black stood there.
I'll spin around in my chair. Oh,
Yeah.
hi! Pleasure. What can I do for you?
I was just wondering why you're having a conversation with our associate here. It seemed rather heated.
Well, you know, bar talk. That's how it gets.
Indeed.
Anything else?
Just checking in.
Okay, now you can check out.
All you have to do is turn around.
I will turn around, but I have my guard up ready.
Okay.
Now I turn back to the big burly boy. As I was saying,
What was it you were saying?
saying that maybe you should use that incredible size and strength that I assume you have, that it's not just a beer gut, please don't disappoint me, and do something.
All right, I will. Picks up, drinks his beer, walks over to the barkeep, whispers something. Barkeep goes, "Oi, you bard."
Alright, yeah, cool. I just sigh, I shake my head. Shame. Tip my pint out on the bar and leave.
All right. I mean, it's not like you were going to drink that anyway.
Oh god, no, it's fucking piss.
Okay. So, while this is happening, the rest of you make your way to the Lake Skimmer's Trove, where the enchanter inside. So you open the door. He goes, "Oh, well, welcome back then. Quite a display in the square this morning. Seems like changes afoot."
Yeah, it seems that way. I'm not sure if it's for the better or the worse, but change at the very least.
Yeah, it's a good job I'm extra governmental then.
Yeah, I'd be pretty happy to be that way too right now.
So, you come for your arrows.
I have, yep.
All right then. I'll just go fetch them for you. And he wanders off into the back. Comes back with a. How many did you buy? It was 3, wasn't it?
No, I paid. They were how much each? Like 200.
Yeah.
That would have been 5 because I'm down to 250 gold and I had 1250.
Yeah. There he goes. He comes back for a bundle of 5 and he goes, "Right, here you go." He hands them over to you, and you see the wood of the shafts of these arrows that you gave him has split and cracked like it has burnt from within, and the tips have been replaced and now appear to be made of what looks to be bronze.
And these will hold up, yeah.
All right, yeah.
I collect them, they can be fired again.
No, it's sort of a.
Not with the magic, but they won't destroy, will they?
Oh no, they will, but they'll pack quite a punch when they do.
Okay, that's fine. Then I'll make sure to use them when it matters.
Hey, I'd do that. These are arrows of scorching ray.
Okay. So
I threw in a +1 enchanting there for you as well.
Oh, that's kind. Thank you. Do you happen to know whereabouts I would pick up a cart?
A cart?
Yeah, something simple, not fancy.
I suppose if you go to any of the stables, you'll probably find something.
Oh, grand, thank you.
Hey, not a problem. Anywhere where there's horses.
I don't know how long it'll be before we're passing through again. It could be some time. You're keen with magic, though? Is it just enchanting, or are you able to do other stuff?
Unfortunately, I'm only an enchanter. There's not much you can do outside apart from maybe clean you down a bit.
Yeah, that's cool. Tristan does that all the time anyway.
Hi, by the way.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. This guy's a half elf, right? Is he not? No, for some reason I thought he was.
No, he is actually. No, he is. Yeah,
Oh,
sorry. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
Cool, because I've not actually met this one yet.
Yeah, there's quite a tall, quite pudgy half-elf figure. Sort of shoulder-length hair with the braids with beads in it.
Pretty chill dude, then.
Pretty chill dude.
Yeah.
I'd hoped you might be able to send messages over a long distance.
Oh, I'm afraid I can't do that.
Well, I'm afraid you're going to tell me the other place I could go to get something like that is somewhere I don't need to go and see them today. I don't want to do that.
I'm afraid there isn't anywhere in town that you can do that.
Oh, well, then that's even better. That's fine. Okay.
Unless you're part of the Gilded Spire, but I don't think you are.
I don't even know what that is, bud, so
All right,
that'd be
then.
a big no from me.
Wasn't that the other thing that when we were trying to sell the items?
The Gilded Spire was where you went to sell stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
What, the marketplace?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, they sucked anyway. They wouldn't sell my crossbow, so I don't care about them. No, that's fine. I was just wondering whether it was possible to get messages from the city while we were on the road. Let me know how the place is shaping up.
I mean, I could send a horse.
We'll be traveling quite a bit.
All right. I won't send a horse then.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
I'm sure if anything big happens around here, you'll find out about it.
Yeah, I just don't want to find out about it late.
Yeah, that's true. Hi.
Anyway, I did pay for this up front, yeah?
Of course, hi.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. It was good service, so... yeah, I think that'll be me. Thank you very much.
Hey, it's not a problem, young man. It's good to have you. If you're back in town, do pop in again and I'll satisfy what I can in terms of magic item needs.
I will do. I'll keep that in mind.
Alright?
We good, Tristan?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just came along because I've not been in here yet.
Yeah, I'll just like shoot some of the arrows. And I'll be like, and this, and the maul the gun has. It was in here.
All right.
Might be worth a stop back later sometime.
Yeah.
Return business for sure. I'll look over them and say,
Hey, good. It's always nice to have return customers.
right, well, off to stables then. Find ourselves a cart.
Alright.
Would we have noticed like carts in the stables where we got our horses? Or
Yes, you would have. You actually stabled your cart there originally with them.
yeah.
So there definitely was carts there.
Now let's just head there and see if we can grab it, because that'll be the same place where Gung would know to come back to anyway.
Yeah, okay. So, you're going there. Are the rest of you going with him? With them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like we're just about ready to head out once we get in the car.
Yeah, okay. Are you as well, Namari? Yeah, okay. Alright, Gun. What are you doing now?
I will go to the other tavern in Valence Corner for an actual pint and brood for a little bit.
Okay, so you're going to the half-full goblet.
Yes.
Okay. So as you head inside there are about a half dozen people in here. All of them are armed. None of them look like they were in the square.
Mm.
And they all are wearing armor. They're not wielding daggers or knives. They're wielding actual weaponry. And when you walk in, conversation stops. And they all look over to you.
I sort of vaguely gesture as you were and head to the bar.
And their eyes follow you as you go. As you get to the bar, the barkeep comes over and you see it's a very, obviously not that old, but something has caused him to look a lot older than he is.
Mm.
It's very skin taut to the face, very skinny, missing an eye, has an eye patch on. He comes over, leans an arm on the bar. Who can I get you?
Who?
That's right. Who you want to hire?
Oh shit, okay, it's one of these places. Sorry, I thought I could come get a pint here.
Members only.
Oh, damn. Hire for what exactly? Or is that a bit of a...
If you have to ask, you don't know.
Gotcha. You got a name?
Me?
Well, you and the sort of general group.
I'm the bartender.
Makes sense.
We don't have a group name.
Mm.
It's just whoever comes in.
Cool. Well. Whoa, wait a minute. Whoa, everybody's cameras froze then. Just everybody move a bit for me, please. Thank you. Thank you. Are you aligned with anyone in particular? Free agents?
I'm aligned with someone.
Huh?
Me.
Nice. I like that. I like that. So you guys probably saw what shut down then? This morning?
No.
Really?
Didn't I used to go there? We didn't go.
Wow, so you just sitting here all day until someone comes in and hires you?
No. This isn't everyone. Some people are out on jobs.
Yeah. So these guys just sit here all day and just twiddle their thumbs?
Till they get a customer.
Wow. Bit of a wild setup. Are you popular?
Miss. I'm not one for small talk.
No, neither am I.
Who are you hiring?
Well, I didn't know there was anyone to hire, but who do you have available? What are my options?
Over there. Got the Blade Brothers.
Mm.
Now Stepperman good.
Mm.
Over there. That's Billy. With his Billy Club.
I get it. I get it.
Fourth one over there.
Mm.
His name is Silver Tongue Cassidy. He's a bard.
Oh, I know one of them.
No, you don't.
Mm.
Last time Silver Tongue Cassidy was allowed to do what he wanted without strict understanding on his contract. They had to clean them up off the floor with a mop.
That's cute.
And that guy over there in the corner.
Mm.
I call him the Snake.
Oh.
He's new around here. Not been here long. Some sort of fanatic. Says he's part of a group called the Brothers of Kureon.
Oh. Really?
Yeah. And that's Tim.
Tim, what's Tim's specialization? What does Tim do?
Don't know.
Am I allowed to go talk to them before I hire one?
If you want to.
Cool. Right. That's not bad. Thank you, bartender. I might be back.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Mm-hmm. And then I will go off and I will move towards the snake, but on the way I'll just swing by Tim.
Okay. And you see, Tim is about 5'4". He's wearing a pressed shirt and linen trousers, and he's reading a book.
I will just come back and say, I'm so sorry to disturb you, but I have to ask. What do you do?
Well, you see, I do accounting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, aggressive accounting.
Aggressive accounting.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Cool. What exactly does that entail? I just have to ask. I'm so
I'm
deathly curious.
I'm afraid that's a trade secret, ma'am. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Gotcha. Aggressive accounting, that's a new one. Because, like, you see those two with the blades, they're kind of obvious. This guy, ooh, I'm a bard, ooh, he's kind of obvious. But aggressive accounting, now that really captures the imagination.
Yes, ma'am, I'll file your taxes in half an hour.
Oh, Shit. I may have to come back to you at some point, Tim. I might be getting into the public house industry, and I might need someone to aggressively do my taxes. As an aggressive woman, I can appreciate aggressive actions.
All right, fantastic, good.
Are you here all the time? Can I find you here? Do you travel?
No, yes, ma'am. I'm here most of the time, reading a book.
Okay,
I
Tim.
do enjoy a good orange squash.
Oh, orange squash. Nice, nice. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Well,
And when I go home at night, I like to press my clothes and get a good early night. Yes, ma'am.
Well, I was having a bit of a shit day, but you have certainly brightened it up, Tim.
Well, I'm glad-o I can help.
Thank you very much. It has been an absolute pleasure meeting you.
Well, it's been a fine old pleasure to meet you too, ma'am. Yep.
Till next time. Hopefully I'll see you in the future.
Well, I'd love to see you again, miss. You're quite the conversationalist.
Thank you. Thank
Have
you.
a diddly dar day now.
Okay. Then we'll move across to the snake.
Okay. And you see the snake is sat there and is facing away from everyone. His back is to everyone. He has a long, deep green cloak on. And you can hear, as you get closer, you can hear it. Shh, shh, shh.
Careful. Sharpen it too much, you'll wear it away.
Who says I'm sharpening it?
Oh, boy.
Who do you want me to kill?
There's a person in mind.
Shh.
So what's your niche area then? We got the Stabby Boys, we got the Billy Club, we've got the accountant, and then we got you.
Matricide.
Bit on the nose, don't you think?
It's a passion occupation.
Oh, did Mommy not cuddle you enough when you were a little baby boy?
Oh no. I just don't like mothers.
There's something deeply pathological wrong with you.
You think there's something right with an assassin?
Fair. Fair. But I have to
But
say,
I'm
as
not
far as
one.
markets go, yours is pretty, thin.
It's ripe for the picking.
Ah, really, really?
So, who do you want me to kill?
I don't have a name for you. I could have... Do you work in conjunction with others?
I'm part of an organization.
I mean, when you're out on your missions, as it were, are you a lone wolf? Or are you willing to work with other people?
It depends on who I am working with.
Ah. See, I'm quite an active woman. I have my own particular set of skills. And I would very much like to be there when this particular target is smushed to pieces. Or dies a horrible, painful death.
Painful a death I can do. Poison is on my game. My
Oh.
last target, it was weeks before they died.
Nice.
Suffering in bed while their daughter wept over them. It was quite wonderful.
Cool. Cool
I
story.
watched every day.
Did you really? Now that is just wrong on several different levels. That's just... You're just not into that instant gratification, huh? You like to just edge. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. This one needs to be quicker.
Who is it?
Someone who deserves it.
What is their name?
As I said, I don't have a name for you.
What do they look like?
Don't have a description for you. You'll know. I'll be there.
Why do you call the Brotherhood upon someone you do not know?
Oh, I know them.
Are they a mother?
Possibly. Would it be better for you if I said they were? They have children. I've seen them. They would cry a lot if their mum died. Is that better for you? Would that sweeten the pot a bit?
If you find out who it is, I will kill them. He taps on the table. Carve this symbol into a lamppost, and I will come. And
Like
there
straight
is a
away, or
quick enough. He taps the table, and you see there is a thing that has been obviously been carved in there by himself, and it is quite rough. It's very jagged, but it's a snake which has been pierced by a dagger, and it is biting the dagger.
cool. All right, and in terms of payment, once the deed is done, or half now, half after?
I don't take payment.
Huh. Okay. All right. Well, look for the symbol then.
I will.
I'd like to say it's been a pleasure, but you thoroughly repulse me in every single manner possible, so I shall just say goodbye.
Farewell.
And I will give a little salute to the bartender and to Tim, and then I'm out.
Tim goes.
Bye, Tim. And then I'll make my way towards the
Okay.
rest of them.
So you make your way back to the stables. But while you're on your way, the rest of the party is already at the stables. And when you get there, the stable master comes over and is like, what can I do for you all today?
We're actually planning on heading out, so we'll be checking out the horses.
Fantastic.
But we do require a new cart. So potentially we're in the market.
All right, we've got some in stock. Do you want farmer or covered?
As well take it covered
Yeah, preferably.
All
for
right,
traveling.
not a problem. That'd be 55 gold.
Okay. Yeah, I'm willing to pay that at this point for a cart. 55.
Yeah.
Fine. Sweet. Guys, do you need to gather anything, get ready, or are we all pretty much stocked? I know I keep everything in here, so it feels like I travel a lot lighter than I actually do.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
I'm good.
Oh, hey, guns here.
What took you?
Just getting thoroughly disappointed and disgusted with the citizens of Dalnelm. You guys have some severely fucked up people living here?
You went to the
Well,
noble district.
No. No, I went into a tavern and then I ended up hiring an assassin.
Excuse me?
Poor.
Great joke. Oh, man. So funny.
Yeah, yeah. Just one of my humor. It's dwarven humor. It's
The stable master's like, I'll go get your cart.
Oh, that team is weird.
She means she always kills them.
It makes more sense in Dwarvish.
Make a deception check.
Me? Sure.
Yeah.
I'm
Probably trying to
just
convince me as well.
So What's my deception? That's 19.
You hear a chuckle come from the back.
I didn't actually hire him, but so I may have been, talking to the people of Fallon's Corner, because that's where your average folk live, and I'm not trying to start a schmazistance movement, as we've previously mentioned, but I was just trying to get the temperature of the town, and I was trying to, because I've anyway, long story short, there was a tavern I went to that didn't sell beer and sold people that kill instead, and that was
That's shocking.
yeah.
Not really when you know Valen's Corner.
And long story short, I found the person responsible for your mother's death, Namari.
What? Wait. What are you saying?
I'm saying that I have the means to summon them if you wish to do anything about it.
How do you know that?
I had a conversation with them.
What was their name?
The snake.
Did I get that epitaph of the grin as well, or just the name?
You got the snake. Yeah. Also, nice word. I like that word.
I do have questions.
Well, he seems like a slippery fuck, so if we did summon him under the... Because I might have told him there was someone that I wanted killed. Right, so just disclaimer off the top. I might have done. And we might need someone as bait. So, I mean, he's got a thing for mothers. So, you are probably the bait if we need some. But just getting over that, yeah, he strikes me as a very deranged individual. So if you did want answers, it might be a bit difficult, but not impossible.
Hold on, there's just like a bar full of murderers?
Oh yeah, it was wild. I walked in and they all just sort of like stopped and looked at me, and then I tried to get a drink at the bar, and the barkeep was like, "Who do you want?" And I'm like, "What?" It's like,
Well,
"Who do
maybe
you
that
want?"
analog did need replacing.
And there was an accountant. His name was Tim. He was incredible. He was so lovely. He said he could do everyone's taxes in like half an hour. So when we do get our pub, Tim is the man to look for.
Yeah.
I know where he is now. He seemed lovely. Pressed shirts, clean linens, reading a book. Lovely, lovely bloke. But, yes, matter at the hand. Namari.
If you help me, I would be very grateful. If you don't want to help me, I won't blame you.
Of course I'll help you.
That is for everyone individually to decide. But where, when, how?
Just said carve a very specific symbol and he'd be there quick. Though we'd probably have to keep an eye out. He's a creepy fucker.
Mhm.
Well, I feel like Gun could probably crush this dude pretty solo, but you know, we're not gonna leave without you. So
Ultimately, it's up to Amara to decide what we do. This is for her. When we do it, where we do it, how we do it.
Did he say any specific place?
Nope.
What's the symbol?
Snake being pierced by a dagger that it's biting.
I will kill him. Just so you all know, right now. I will keep him alive. I will want him to answer questions, and I will kill him. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
It's alright. Do you want to take some time to think about it before we decide anything?
No.
Damn, okay.
well, I suppose it would be one less loose end before we show off somewhere else.
Sure would be. Do you want to do this now?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just kind of move away from the stables a little bit, though, so we don't get accidental murders in.
Also, perhaps out of the city.
Was gonna say,
Guards, problem.
let's not push our luck with something like that in the town, like right now. Let's like maybe step outside and maybe deal with it, like, you know.
As an aside, he did say carve it into a lamppost.
He did say lamppost.
Somewhere at the edge of town.
Is there anywhere in Valen's corner that's pretty, like, unpatrolled?
Balance corner.
Yeah.
Although, that's kind of where all the shady fucks hang out, so if he's going to call for backup, that's where it would be. But then again, I get the impression that he's not actually that well liked, because he was sat on his own with his back to everybody else, like... I'll be honest, it looked like he was wanking in the corner. So I don't think he has many friends, but that kind of folks stick out for each other.
He's part of a brotherhood. We know there is at least one more group of them in the city because I
You did what, Tilly?
That was out of character.
Okay, go on. A little bit more explanation as to what they said about this symbol. Right, so they carve it, they show up. That doesn't mean that you carve it in the location you want them to do the deed.
He said, anytime, carve in a lamppost and he'll be there.
So what if that's just... Okay, so now you can give them the information you want to give them. P.S. The person I want you to kill is currently on the road.
Well, either way, we can set up a trap to get this guy. That was the whole plan. I told him this whole story about this person that I didn't name who or what they even looked like that I wanted killed. And he said, when I find them, just do this and he'll be there. So the whole thing was just like a lure to just get him.
What if you thought that was really suspicious and like followed you?
Then, hello, if you're here. I'll just turn around to the empty air.
Perception check.
Sure.
Won't be the first time someone snuck up behind me today.
That's a 15 on the dice. Let me check my perception. Plus 7. 23.
Yeah, okay. As it currently stands, it doesn't appear like anyone is watching you.
Can I make a quick insight check into the mannerisms of the stable hand whenever we were joking about it, because now I'm paranoid?
Okay, they haven't come back yet.
Yeah, but like just as a quick aside, like, did I think there was any like jerky movements, things that was like, yeah, that's funny. Okay, now I'm gonna go tell someone.
Make an insight check then. Yeah.
Okay.
Do that for me. Make that insight check.
It's a 15 on the dice, and I'm checking my insight. Oh, it's plus that easy 23. It's only plus 1 from the last one. Let's go.
They seemed kind of caught off guard by it, but not willing to get into any trouble with it, especially with what's currently going on.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. It's just like, are they taking an
Is
extra?
it that thing where someone sees something or hears something bad happening and then like violently pretends they haven't heard that?
Okay, that's fine.
So where are we going to do this?
South end of Dalanan. Have the horses ready, tied up outside Dalanan. If we need to make a break for it, so we can just hit the road.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone who's following us, I'll lose them in the Banadeshian lowlands.
All right. I'm in.
So am I. So long as we make sure we think the plan through first.
Yeah, let's not fuck up dealing with like a murderer.
We'll deal with him, all right?
I mean, the way I see it right now is either this plan works, and we manage to ambush him, or I've just
you hire
made.
someone to assassinate Namara.
Nah, because I never get Namara's description either. This plan works. We lure him, and it's all very good. Namara gets to do some murders, and it's very cathartic for everybody involved. Or he's been listening this entire time, in which case I've made a new, powerful, angry, upset friend. In which case he's probably going to try and kill me via some kind of poison, which fucking dunk on him because I'm a dwarf. Suck it. And if he tries to jump me in the middle of the night or anything like that, then I'm just going to fucking smash his stupid face in. So I feel good about this either way we go.
Well, it sounds like we're doing it.
If you don't want to participate in this, anybody, now's your time to peace out.
Oh yeah, this is where I have the moral objection. This is not the hamstringing of people, but this is definitely it. No, I'm gonna, if we find a place where you're gonna mark someone, I'm gonna find a place so I can be like far and high away from them if I can, rooftops or something, and just I'll be a ghost. Okay. Not the one that you're gonna kill till it be. Calm yourself.
All right, so you're heading where exactly in the city?
Southeastern, I think. The road that would lead us out towards the Broken Ilzan.
Okay, so that's just a residential district.
Yeah, which would make sense.
Okay.
Also, I can make some pretty convincing disguises. We don't have to use Namari as the bait.
I don't mind.
And here's my logic in this, and it sounds awful, and I'm really sorry, Namari, but he watched you weep over your mother for weeks as she died. And if I point to you as the target, he's not going to be able to resist that. He's that much of a sadistic fuck.
And we'll carve that symbol into my front door.
That's a message.
My only thing is, what if that's a case of, oh, well, they know who I am. They figured out exactly what I've done. Last thing I'm going to do is walk into a trap. It's all well and good at being a message, but ultimately the goal of what we're trying to do is more important than taunting them. Getting it done is more important.
Fair. That would have worked on me, but Yeah, you're probably right, actually, Tristan.
Holy shit.
I mean, in terms of style. No,
Yeah,
in
yeah.
terms of honestly, in terms of style, I appreciate it, but when it comes to effectiveness, probably not.
Yeah, he's a bit more slippery. Alright. So here's the thing, right, though. He's got a thing for mothers. So we need to make this decoy look like a mother.
I can disguise myself.
I cannot wait to see this disguise.
I mean, I'm not doing it right now. If I do it magically, it can last for an hour. Or I could do it, but then I'd have to shave.
No, yeah, no.
Would you?
That's what disguise self is for.
Just a granny with a beard.
Very well kept.
I'm pretty sure one of my neighbors had a beard. She was like 94.
So, south, find a spot where it's probably minimum civilian casualties, if not none.
I'm going to say preferably 0. is
Yeah,
the number
I
we're
mean,
after.
aim for 0, but you know.
You know, I just I want to put it out there, but I also don't want you to punch me. So Tilly, why don't if he can do it magically, why not let him use a disguise kit and make you look younger, and then you two can be like there, and then the idiot comes up to try and get him, and it's like, yeah, well, you got in range of Tilly, that was a mistake, and then you don't have to worry about having to catch up to him and stuff. You can just punch the shit out of him.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually a pretty good idea.
Do some stabs and stuff, and technically you're not the bait, so technically we still make Tristan the bait.
I don't really need to worry about catching up to anyone.
Yeah, but like I suppose it was just the last time everyone was really far away on Dust World.
That was a weird magical desert otherworld. I don't know that it's super comparable to this town.
True. I don't know what to expect anymore. I'm just being cautious.
What's the time right now? In-game?
It's like 1 p.m.-ish.
See, I'd say wait till night, but then Ronan and Tilly won't be able to see. And that gives him more of cover to fuck off stealthily.
During the day, it's going to be pure open. Everyone can see what's going on. Might get the guard.
I stand up and leave the table.
You're in a stable.
Leave the stable. Just another letter. It doesn't matter.
The stable master comes back and is like, right, I got your horses all fixed up with a cart.
55 gold, you said?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'll hand that over.
Give him 60.
Her.
I will extra 5 for being so great with the horses.
Oh, thank you. You have a good day now.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy your travels out of Downhill.
Yeah, we're probably gonna head north. You know, like there's all sorts of weird stuff up there in the, you know, like beyond the lake.
No.
Well, we got a map. There's some weird stuff up there. Well, you never know. We might have a look.
There's you know what? All right.
Ta-ra.
Bye.
Bye. Start leading the horses out.
I'm heading to my house.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
How many people are there? Walking
Outside,
around?
quite a number.
inviting this guy out in broad daylight?
I start carving the symbol into the door.
Oh, I'm so proud of you.
Okay.
I mean, the door isn't a lamppost. I'll put that out.
I don't
there.
fucking care, Tilly. Who is speaking in my mind? I think. I don't know.
You carve the symbol into your door.
Quite large.
Okay. A few people glance at you as you
Keep walking. And then I go into the house. Oh, wait.
Okay. What do the rest of you do?
I will let Namari go ahead for a minute and then go, oh fuck, and then run after.
Okay. So as you arrive, Gun, what's everybody else doing?
I'm like looking between the house and Tristan. I'm like, was that a thing?
Apparently.
I thought you were gonna put a disguise on.
I thought I was.
Tilly, do you mind if I just go into your house and show out the windows?
Sure,
No.
I'm coming.
Cool, thank you.
Because I suppose I need to unlock it for him.
You do need to pick the lock on your house.
Yeah.
I wander back into the stables and say, an extra 3 gold. We're not heading out straight away. No.
You get going. I don't want anything more to do with you. As far as I'm concerned, you weren't here.
That's
Okay.
wise.
Thank you. Is there any other stables that I'd know about?
Yeah.
I'd have to take them somewhere else. Are they close enough?
They're towards the gates. There's one in Midreach where you are right now, in the
Right.
center of town. And then there's a stable by the northern gate and the southeastern gate.
Screw it. Guys, get on the cart. Might as well just get there quicker.
I'm already running.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
we've already gone into my house.
All right, so you're on your own, Tristan.
You turn around and we fucking
Guys.
sharpen.
Everyone else is gone. But a figure comes striding over to you, Tristan, flanked by 2 guards, and you see the architect in his crenellated plate armor. And he's like, a moment of your time.
I get really formal. Yeah, sort of bow to him a little bit and then be really confused. Like, am I supposed to bow to you?
I hear you've been sowing some discontent in the city regarding the situation you got into.
I'm sorry, my hands are terrible. I can't stitch.
The Bureau doesn't take well to jokes like that.
Who's joking?
What is your name?
I feel like you already know.
If I knew, I would not be asking you your name. What is your name?
My name is the name I was given at birth.
Do not
Fucking
test me.
smartass.
What do people call you?
Smart ass.
Smart ass.
Not your title, not your nickname. What is your given name? I
The
won't
Black
ask you.
Black. I was
That
given
is-
that name.
That is your title, your name. I will not ask again.
Fine. You. It's embarrassing, okay?
Just give me 10 minutes to think of a name.
No, it's a little bit embarrassing.
I do not care.
I don't normally go by it. Sue.
Make a deception check
My name's Sue.
Hey, look,
Goddamn.
life ain't easy for a boy named Sue.
with disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Okay.
And he is the fucking bad in black.
Okay, so with the disadvantage, it's gonna be an 18. Pretty low for me.
Jamie, you're walking a line.
I am. Oh god, please be okay for me.
Your real name.
Susan.
Your nose are a ring of fire.
Sir,
Ooh, Folsom.
if you do not give me your name within the next 5 seconds, I will take you into custody of the Crown for wasting time of an agent of the government.
Sooner or later, God's gonna strike you down.
You gotta fight. Fight your right.
Okay, fine. My name is Jonathan Cash.
Make a deception check with disadvantage.
Okay. Oh, that's a nat 20. So with disadvantage.
What's the disadvantage for?
Because he's repeatedly trying to lie to the same person after being figured out he was lying.
With disadvantage, it's a base 17, so
Didn't he have disadvantage on the first?
26.
All right, Jonathan. Thank you for cooperating. I will be watching you and the rest of your party, though. And if you make any moves, be sure to understand that I will bring you in.
As is your right. As a law person? Sorry, I'm not entirely sure of your authority.
Architect.
I preferred Johnny, by the way.
Jonathan. I'm Architect Arid Kaime. You can address me as Architect. I will see you again, Jonathan.
Look forward to it.
Good day.
Ta-ra.
Oh, you're gonna cry when that man comes around.
He turns around and walks off.
Well, I take the horse and cart to wherever I think they've gone.
Okay.
Oh, we would have told you.
So, as the rest of you arrive outside, you see Namari heads in to her house. A very large symbol carved on her door.
I guess me and Rowan are peering out of one of my windows.
So you're going up to your house and pick-locking the door and going in.
I'm barreling in the front door of Namari's house.
Okay.
I'm walking in, but as I do, I say, "It's me!"
There is an eldritch blast shooting just past your cheek.
Don't scar
Sorry.
my pretty face.
Too late for that one.
She says she has many scars all over her pretty face.
I'd like to
Sorry?
just sort of come barreling into the street at this point.
Tokyo Drift.
Deja vu.
DK.
So as you come into the street,
I'll pop my head out the window,
see,
but like, hey.
an eldritch blast whizzes out of the doorframe and smashes one of the windows of Tilly's house.
What's your fucking step? Step, what am I saying? What's your aim?
No, that's cool, because
I
that's
don't
going
think
to
I'll
have to shoot
figure
out the
that.
window anyway, Tilly. This was going to happen eventually.
I'll be somewhere in my house with a solid wall to my back, so somewhere where I know you can't fucking backstab me if, unless by magical means. It might be happening, but who cares?
What about the plan? For once, we had a semblance of a plan.
We really didn't.
It was getting there.
I don't have time for that.
Fuck. Alright. Shit. Well, what are you gonna do if he turns up?
Kill him. Told you. Get answers. Kill him.
And you can do that alone, yeah?
If I have to.
Can you, though?
I'll find out.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I just throw my bag and my gear in a corner and just get ready.
Okay.
But again, with my back... Well, no, actually, I do not have my back to a wall. And I will be facing away from the front door as like a whole ba-ding, target. Please get me,
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like, because Ronan said he popped his head out the window.
Yeah.
I'd like to go into Tilly's. Okay, so what's the situation? P.S. The architect is properly on our ass right now.
Who?
That's it. The architect. You know that big guy on the stage?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, as soon as you guys buggered off, he literally came up to me and told us, no funny business, I'm watching you.
Oh, well, it's a little late for that.
Oh, this is one of them good timings because
Yeah.
Mario has carved the sign in on the door.
Also, refer to me as Johnny Cash from now on.
Sure, bud. Who am I to judge you by changing your name?
I tried to bullshit the architect, and then I eventually did bullshit the architect, so he doesn't know what my real name is, which I thought he would do by this point, but didn't.
They'll find out sooner or later.
Exactly. So I thought I'd start with a false one just to give them that speed bump. But
Hey, on the upside, that means they don't know who any one of us are either.
faces, they do.
Well, like names, they don't know.
But I feel like if we cause a ruckus right now,
I'll be fine. What are they going to do about us?
Send the entire guard, make an example of the people that they specifically dislike and are trying to make an example of. This is horrendous, and we actually can't do this now.
Well, the thing is, I highly doubt that the assassin is going to show up. Given the circumstances, one look at this situation and they'll know it's a trap.
Well, I agree, but...
Namari, make a wisdom saving throw.
I may be wrong.
Someone's going to be hurt by the end of this.
Oh, yeah.
Rolled 18 plus 4, 22.
Okay. The wall behind you thuds.
Thuds.
Yeah. Like, doof.
I immediately turn around and blast.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
That's a 23 for the first and a 12 for the second.
Okay. Both of them slam through the wooden wall, shattering small holes in it. And you see daylight pause through both the holes.
Something's happening, I said to Gum.
I just immediately spin around to look at where she blasted through the wall.
The magpie's out as well, by the way, watching.
Mm-hmm.
You see
Ronan,
anything?
make a wisdom saving throw.
That is 14.
Not you, Ronan.
Oh.
Sounded like you said Namari then for a sec.
Yeah, I was just...
Across the street.
Wisdom... Oh, that's my good one.
Good one.
22. I have no, Dax is my good one. Never mind. 22.
Okay, the floor below you thuds.
Tilly, there's people under your floor.
We've been in the sewers. Don't act so fucking surprised.
Yeah, but the sewers were solid. The floor just thudded. Did you not feel it?
No?
Did you feel it? I don't like that.
Alright.
No, I felt the floor like thud. That doesn't do that.
Tristan, make a wisdom saving throw.
This is not going to be good.
Gun, make a wisdom saving.
Oh, here we go.
I like this dice. It was a nat 20.
Let's see what the actual effect of this is when nobody makes the save.
Alex, Ronan.
Actually,
Where's my
17.
Okay, the floor thuds under both of you. Doof.
We are nothing to do with this.
I stamp through the floor.
You smash through and you see, as your foot goes through the floor, there's the small sort of foundation, where the house is raised up slightly above it, and you can see the dusty dirt below.
He's here.
Can I try and perception roll to see if there's anyone in
You can
sight
indeed.
or hearing? No, I can't because I rolled a 4 on that. 9.
Namari, make a wisdom saving throw.
That is 14.
Okay. Gun.
Mm-hmm.
You hear a thud. Doof. And as you look around towards Namari, a hand comes onto Namari's shoulder and she's pulled through her back wall.
Oh, fuck. I immediately run over to the wall and just like, what?
Namari, you're pulled into a space where you are stood on nothingness and nothingness surrounds you. And you hear a voice in your ear. Are you my target? What is your name?
Namari Elvis, you've killed my mother.
You are immediately ejected out of the space.
And if I can, ready for anything.
And you hear on the street outside, you hear footsteps running away very quickly.
Go, 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 go!
Yeah, I go.
The three of you in Tilly's house, looking out the window, you see sprinting out of Namari's house is a green cloaked figure.
Can I see them running away or just hear them?
If you move outside.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mind spike.
Okay.
I was about to say, as soon as I see them, hypnotic pattern.
Axe.
Hunter's mark.
I dive out my window.
Okay. So you dive out your window. Hypnotic pattern is a what?
It's a save of the wisdom variety.
Same for mind spike.
Okay. So that is going to be a... that is going to
What
be...
order are we doing it? The order it was called? Or
Yeah, against Mind Spike, that is going to be a 12.
No, does not do it.
Okay.
So I know where he is now.
All right. And against Hypnotic Pattern,
And he takes damage, hold on.
6.
it was a what against mine, sorry? Oh yeah, that's...
And in between the hypnotic pattern and the mind spike, I called a hunter's mark.
Okay. Good to know. Did you throw an axe gun?
I was going to.
You're muted.
Fuck. I was going to, but if I see that they've got him with hypnotic pattern, then I won't.
Yeah, you see the telltale magic of Tristan, that purple.
27 psychic damage.
That it's a harmonious verse that sounds purple. Yeah, anyone who's read Terry Pratchett will know what I mean. Okay, how much damage did you say he takes?
27 psychic damage, and I know his location.
Okay, he's down the street, and he is swaying in place right now.
Someone tie him up. Don't hurt him yet.
I got it.
Oh wait, I should actually roll for the bystanders in the street.
No witnesses.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. No.
Fail. One of them passes and sees 4 people around and just and goes, "Oh God!" And looks over to see you spellcasting. He's like, "Ah!" and runs
I don't care.
All right, we've got time. We've got time.
towards the center of town.
Right, I will sprint up. I've got rope. I just lash it around him.
Okay.
Make sure that his hands are like bound to him.
All right, make a dexterity check.
Can I give a hand doing the same thing?
Sure. You have advantage on it.
Yeah.
Oh, advantage.
Yeah.
That's 22.
Okay, so you tie him up quickly, heavy knots, pulling his arms close.
Where are we putting him?
And
It's only going to be a minute.
back of the cart.
Yeah,
Everyone get back of the cart. We're getting out of the town right now.
Yeah,
We're
okay,
leaving
let's go.
right now.
He'll snap out of it before we get there. So we're going to have to knock him out.
Are you going
in
to
the
knock
cart.
him out? And I'm going to start Eldritch Blasting him.
Okay, that's not how you knock people out.
That's how you put holes in their faces, Nama.
I will put enough holes in their faces to knock him out.
Can you do non-lethal Eldritch Blast?
Can do
Why
anything
are you
non-lethal.
doing that when you could just fucking choke a dude?
If you go fast with the horses, you could be out of town before the minute is up.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough. In that case as well, turn them invisible to get through the gate. Just
Okay.
in case someone looks through, but make sure someone's always got hands on.
Either way, in the back of this car, I'm fucking sat on this guy.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna
Yeah.
start raging, so I can't be knocked off either.
Okay, so as you sprint through town on the horses, you charge through the main square. A couple of people will move out the way, like, "Whoa, what's going on?" Who's piloting? Who's
Me.
all right?
That's my jam.
Animal handle check for me, please.
Yeah. Let's go. Only wisdom skill not proficient in. 23.
Okay, so you managed to keep the horses in line as you, all of you are panicked around, and the panicked people around are putting the horses on edge, but you keep them in line as you move through the town. You move past the main square, and you see stood there in the square is the architect who just watches you as you go by. And as you sprint, as you gallop with the horses through the streets of the city, you end up at the other side of the gate where the guards are like, "Oh, Please. What's your business living in the city in such a rush?
I'll lean out the door really quickly. My mother's ill. I just found out. We're getting her medicine now.
So there's doctors in the city.
She's not in the city.
Oh, make a deception check.
It's going to be a 21.
All right. He's like, right, go get her immediately. Godspeed to you.
Thank you.
All right, and they open the door, and the gates open slowly.
Yeah, I'm pushing the horses. Like I'm
All right.
pushing them.
So the gates, you hear the gates close behind you as the horses now go into a full-on gallop. How far away are you moving from the city?
As soon as we're through the gates, I dispelled the invisibility. Invisibility is concentration. I wouldn't have done that.
Okay, good to know.
Just to make sure that they were definitely.
And
once you say that, like I assume you would have Namaric and invisible too.
I don't.
Yeah, they didn't check anyway. So,
yeah.
They'd have had me going, fuck off.
Yeah.
Go away.
South enough that we're gonna be far enough that if it was to run the whole, like he wouldn't be able to get a call back to the city, like so that the people on the gates can't make out details of what's happening.
Okay. All right. It's not long after you get out of the gates though where he wakes up and he's what is going on? Where am I? Who are you?
My name's Johnny Cash.
I
Hi.
just stand over him. He knows who I am at this point.
No,
Yes.
not you.
Yes,
Not you.
me.
Not you.
Me. Yes, me.
No.
Tell me who hired you.
Okay. Right. Well. It was a lady by I don't know her name. Only her title. She was known as the Silver Frame. In Laugren. They were in Laugren.
I use my fey presence just to be sure.
Okay.
Charm.
I'd also like to insight because the accent seems to have gone.
Yeah.
I'm using the twice nat 20 just to be sure.
That's a 4 on that saving throw. So he definitely fails it. So charming. Yeah.
Charming, yeah.
And as your hair flows outwards and you get that very birdish look to your face and body as it seems to grow feathers for a moment as you stare down at him. He's like, it just in awe of your figure.
Tell me everything you know about that woman, and I might show mercy.
I didn't see her face or the way she looked. She hired me. She did as we all do and made sure her backs were to whoever she was speaking to. I just saw her cloak. It was grey, lined with silver, so it shone in the moonlight.
Where?
Laugren, outside of a tavern. A Nook of Kings.
Nook of Kings.
In the lower tiers.
Oh, tears.
That
The
is all
silver
I know.
frame?
I wish I had never taken that job.
Yes, I'm sure you do. And I use Vampiric Touch to kill him.
Oh.
Okay.
Nick.
Yeah. All right. So as you place your hand upon him, you see as your flesh turns pallid and pale in your hand, and as the veins in his face begin to pull outwards, as he just you drag the blood back out of him, and as his body, as his eyes go bloodshot and then sunken in his head, as you drag the hand back away, he looks up at you for one last time and goes, "You are a fool." As he collapses, you now have a dead assassin.
Lean out to the front. Ronan, you can slow down now.
Okay, I'll pull them back.
Okay.
I step off the cart and walk a couple of steps away.
I'll be out 10 to the horses.
I'll give you a second, but then I hop down. You alright?
Not sure. I'll let you know.
Do you need anything?
No. Not right now.
Alright. I just like pat your arm, just leave you for a moment. Just head back to the cart. Right, strip him, search him. Get rid of this body.
Yep. I'll help going with that.
Does he have poisons on him?
He does not.
Wait, this is definitely the guy I talked to, right?
Yeah. He does not even have a weapon on him. He has an empty vial, in the bottom of which is the tiniest sliver of a black liquid so dark it does not even seem to shine. It is like an abyss. There's a single drop of it left.
Is this a niche Kapoor?
He's got Vanta Black.
Hold
That's
on
an
to that.
art joke.
Hold on to that. We'll figure what that is later.
Tilly wants nothing to do with them going over his body.
No, Tilly,
As you might assume.
you might want to like. Actually, I just grab the body once we've searched it and stripped it.
Okay.
Just he's got his underoos on, but everything else, I tend to trust and say burn his clothes, destroy everything
He did have a set of studded leather armor on him.
except the armor. That might be useful.
Non-magical, it's just a set of studded leather.
It's always worth to have a backup. And I will go off the road quite a bit with
Okay.
this body,
Yeah, I'll go with.
and then I shall chop him up. For I don't relish doing this, by the way, it should be said. And then,
You know, we could just bury it. You know that, right?
I mean, fair.
I mean, listen, you do you. That's I am just not of the constitution to just keep up with this, but you do it if you want. But
I will walk after them as well.
My only thought was, it's a bit more digestible. He's gonna be eaten by animals. That's how it is. Less likely anyone finding an arm fully intact being dragged through by their pet dog out on a walk. If we bury him whole, then they might find it.
well, just
I'll do it.
How?
It's not like he's going to fight back at this point.
that doesn't make it better.
No.
Right, well, if you two do that, that's on you two. I'm going back.
You'll watch now as the body sinks into the floor.
What the
Slowly.
I look around to see if I see a magpie somewhere.
No magpies. Save for the one on your shoulder.
Okay.
That's new.
Did you do that?
No.
Is he doing that?
At this point, all but the face is gone.
that problem dealt with then. Come on. I go back to the cart and I show Ronan that my blade has been unsullied. I didn't do it.
Okay, that's fine.
So, where are you heading?
Well, if we're sticking to plans,
Hmm.
which, doesn't seem to be doing much of that, we are headed to a broken ill zone.
Yeah. Carry on as we were, I guess. But I'm keeping a very close eye on Namari.
How are we just now?
Right. And as you go back onto the cart and begin making your way to the ruins on the horizon, that's where we'll end for tonight. So, yeah, that
Guaranteed that went exactly how everyone expected
Yeah.
tonight's session to go.
Yeah, yep.
More or less.
Hey, we finally left Alnell, though.
did.
Yeah.
The bang.
Like, when someone comes after us because they don't like something we've done, don't act too surprised.
But hey, the Bard in Black has a new name. An assassin was dealt with. A
Yeah, see, I
government
don't-
regime was moved in.
Oh dear.
You have to get a really big iron sword now. And hold it on your waist so you can say that there's a big iron on your hip.
Yep.
All right, and with that, we'll catch you guys 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks, is it?
Yes, 2 weeks. There is no Kureon next week, unfortunately, because I have plans, but it will be back after that.
All right, so in 2 weeks, we will see you again. Next Monday, instead of Kureon, over on my channel, we'll have a world building session where you guys can ask questions about Kureon so far as well. I might even do some world building for Kureon on that, so you can all come along. The players maybe don't, if you don't want spoilers, but maybe you can. Depends on what I'll work on. So yeah, if you enjoyed that, do give us a follow. Say that you like that. The sadistic tendencies of both the NPCs and the player characters. But we will see you guys in a fortnight for more Kureon, where we see the repercussions of what happened today and what awaits in Broken Ilzan. We'll catch you guys then. All right.